watching Power 4 with my uncle and my daddy.
Hey, yo, what it do? It's Big Dirty. I'm rocking with Power 4, Real and Wood.
What's up? My name is Justin Austin. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Make sure y'all check out the new podcast called Power 4 with Real and Wood, man. They talking about everything basketball, man. Make sure y'all check that out as soon as possible. You ain't got nothing else better to do but sit at home, work, listen to music, and listen to podcasts. So might as well add this one to the list. Make sure y'all check it out, man. These dudes are cool cats, and they know what they're talking about. Peace.
It's your girl Jazz Lewis over here at We Working, and I am definitely rocking with the squad, Real and Wood. Make sure y'all go check them out.
Yo, this is DeMonte Simpson, and I'm Power 4 with Real and Wood.
Hello, this is Mr. C, a.k.a. Clarence Swearingen, Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm rocking with Real and Wood on Power 4.
My name is Coach Nick Marshall, boys coach at Vine Middle School and head coach with TPE, Team Passion Elite, and I'm rocking with Real and Wood on Power 4.
Welcome back to Power 4 with your boy Real and Wood. Wood, we got a big time episode tonight, man.
Hey, man, Fulton is in the building.
Hey,
Fulton, man.
Hey, the legend. Hey, before we get started, bro, hey, everybody introduce themselves, man.
And this AT, everybody call me Tate for the most part. Yeah, that's how I'm rocking.
Hey, man, I'm Chris Pitchford. One of the early gang Fulton guys, man. You know what I'm saying? We held it down for the old school players. You know what I mean?
Right.
Chris Pitchford.
Yeah, man. Hey, it's the kid, man. Ish Young, got darn legendary, man. Real talk. Just to keep it 100, you feel me? Just to go ahead and start it off like that. But yeah, man, Ish Young. Hey, I appreciate the opportunity with my guy Wood and Jarrell, man, for sure.
Hey, man, y'all done seen the show before, man. Before we get any further, I gotta ask all y'all. Pitchford, I'm starting with you. What was your most embarrassing moment on the field?
Most embarrassing moment? Okay. All right. Well, I'll give it to a play that I probably never made. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go ahead and one of them times where I thought I was out here making plays, doing things, doing big, you know what I'm saying, coming out here for the varsity, you know what I mean? Young guys, a freshman, getting out there during warm-ups, just trying to feel myself and trying to get myself tight. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of times where I ran a bad route. There's plenty of times where I've done, a countless number of different things where just trying to get in my own head, just trying to get in my own space. You know what I mean? That's really what it turns into. But as far as I'm concerned, just me being me, I'm always kind of I'm kind of out there, honestly. You know what I mean? I just really get in my own head. Like I really am serious about the game. I'm really serious about basketball. I'm really serious about football.
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
So you will be that dude talking to yourself before the game.
Yeah, I'm the guy who's gassing everybody up. I'm telling Tate, I'm like, bro, they can't touch you. They can't touch you. They can't see you, bro. Yeah. We out here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We out here getting buckets. Stan Lee, though, you know what I'm saying? Back up with the drop back pass, fam. Come on, fam. Throw me the slant. They can't see me on the slant. You know what I'm saying? They can't see me on the slant. They can't see you on the 3-step drop back. You know what I mean? Like, let's get the thing cracking. That's me. That's me. I'm the guy who's talking and breathing life into all his other teammates. Man, that's just who I am as a person.
Nothing wrong with that. Tate, what's your most embarrassing moment?
Oh man, they probably remember them two for sure. I'm gonna keep this one light because I got two, but I'm gonna go with one. We played they definitely remember. We played Beard in middle school. This is middle school. And everybody was talking about Skibo. I
remember this shit.
Skibo was the top.
I remember this already.
Skibo, they was like, before the game, they're like, man, who you guarding? Like, I said, man, I got Skibo. What you mean? Like, they talked about him. That's what I want. Yeah. So Stan was like, all right. So like before, the game's going good or whatever, we playing. So it's getting late in the game, and it's like it's coming down, maybe like a couple of seconds left. Well, probably about a minute or so left actually. And he come down. That's when the crossover was in. He came down, crossed me up, but Steve-O had a little step back before the step back. So he crossed me, and I'm like, oh. So I tried to gather, drained it right in my face, and everybody like, oh. Everybody going crazy. I'm like, damn, he killed me. He killed me. But that was probably mine for sure.
He did. He definitely killed you.
He killed me. He killed me. He killed me. We won the game, but he killed me. He killed me with that move. He got me.
What about you?
Young.
So I'm gonna be 100 now. So we always was prepared, man. You feel me? So I didn't have too many like real life embarrassing moments, but I can say junior year, Adrian remember this too. But when we lost on homecoming to who we lose to on homecoming?
Lenore City.
Lenore City. They had a little running back. They had a little running back that was toting.
He was nice.
He was toting that motherfucker now. He was toting it.
Nice. He was nice.
So I had started our junior year. So that was probably my most embarrassing moment on the field, to be real, was just losing that game and being the starter. But we definitely won state that year. So we can still, you know what I'm saying? But that was probably my most embarrassing moment for sure.
For sure, man. So, we don't really have to ask where everybody from, because, what I'm saying, we already established that we got the Fulton family in the building. All y'all from Knoxville, Tennessee. But what I wanted to kind of talk about, man, was like, what got you started? Like, what drew you to, like, hey, Tate, man, what drew you to basketball, man? Like, how did you start playing?
To keep it a buck, playing with y'all at Granny Crib in the Ville. That's where it really started, man. Back when people don't realize playing with no concrete, we playing in the backyard with grass at Granny Crib in the Ville. So that's what watching you, KT, play. That's what kind of drew my interest in BT, of course. Shout out BT. And just playing, that's what really got me into the being like more serious about it. Because going to KT game when he played at Austin Eves, when the games used to be crazy. When the games packed out. So that was the biggest thing for me, honestly.
For sure.
Damn.
Well, if it's up to me, and what basically brought me to the game is just, I don't know, just hanging with my peeps, man. Really and truly, that's what kind of boiled down to is me getting in with these guys. You know what I'm saying? You had Adrian, my guy, Adrian, you had my dude, Stan. And really and truly, we just kind of put the work in. We just really wanted to be great. That's really what it boiled down to, honestly.
I love it, bro.
That's really what it boiled down to. Like, I got into sports because these dudes were into it. These were my best friends. And I just wanted to make something special with these guys.
Yeah,
honestly.
I can piggyback with Pitch on that. Like what really got me into the game from jump, real talk was, you know what I'm saying, my daddy and them, real talk, back in the day at Cloud Walker, because I played baseball, football, and basketball. So for me, you know what I'm saying, back at Cloud Walker, Cotton Field, you feel me, playing baseball, playing football, Coach Flood, all kind of folk like that, you know what I'm saying, them old head niggas that really put me into it. And then with hooping, real talk, one of my first teams, you know what I'm saying, this when the league was at Adrian, when league was like at Sirmore Green, we was hooping at Sirmore Green and all that,
right.
You feel me?
For sure.
So Coach Bryant, you feel me? Wade Daddy.
You
feel me?
Wade Daddy, a legend. Wade Daddy was a legend, man.
Wade Daddy's a legend.
So
So playing with Wade Daddy, my daddy knowing everybody over there, you know what I'm saying? That's what really, because I played, just to keep it a buck, I played road runners forever. You know what I'm saying? I played Austin East forever up until like real talk, up until like 6th or 7th grade, to be honest, in everything. I played East Side, everything. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm from the North, you know what I'm saying? But I played that because of my daddy and all of them. So that's what really got me into it. And then, me and Adrian played road runners with me. That's how we met, road runners, you know what I'm saying, when we was young. sure, what was that, 5 or 6 years old with Coach Flood, Adrian.
Flood.
You know
Coach
what I'm
Flood.
saying?
Man.
So
Coach Flood.
that's what, just like Pitch and Adrian said, having your partners around you is what really pushed me into all of my, you know what I'm saying, sports just in general.
For sure, man. I think too, man, me and Wood been kind of talking about just here recently, man, like the power of sports, especially, you know, with African Americans, because and the reason why I say that is
Get
because
into it. Get into it.
not because it's a stereotype, but look at this. I hate to say it, but I mean I don't hate to say it, but we dominate basketball.
Yeah.
Right.
We dominate football.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then when you go into baseball, man, you start looking at, man, look at them dudes in the Dominican Republic and all that, bro.
But hey, Jarrell, just to tap on that, Jarrell, real quick though, the only reason we won't dominate baseball in the America, like in the United States, it's not because of the ability. It's because it's because of the exposure. It's the culture. You know what I'm saying? The culture is baseball is slow.
Yeah.
Baseball is white. You know what I'm saying? That's just
that's how people see it.
But Pitch can attest. Pitch was with me the whole time playing baseball, and I played AAU baseball. So I played travel ball. So Pitch was with me. We in Mississippi. We in Myrtle Beach. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the only. But me and AJ Nance, me and AJ, the only black dudes on the team. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you know, I feel like we dominate everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Let you get back to it, but we dominate everything in general. It's just about what we expose our kids to, you know what I'm saying? But I'm sure we'll get there. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. But man, go ahead, Wood.
Like you said, man, we dominate everything. And with baseball, it's just a matter of, hey, you came along. Everybody used to play baseball. Now it's like, hey,
I did.
To that. Yeah.
Man.
Hey, you cut a lot of that.
But Wood, Wood, this is the thing though. I think we get back to, I think we got to get back to the well-rounded kid. You did what I'm saying? Because y'all know me. I'm the, you know what I'm saying? I work in school, you know, so I'm a school counselor by profession. You feel me? So I'm an educator first, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know that about me, just in general, you know. So it's about the well-rounded kid. We push our kids to only do specific things. You only play basketball. You play basketball year round.
Yeah. Like
for a kid like me, if I didn't play everything, if I focus on one thing and that got cut from me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, if anybody know me, everybody know I didn't get to play my senior year. I got kicked out of school.
Right.
I got in trouble. So if that was the only thing that I had, right? When that got cut from me, how would I have bounced back? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I was a well-rounded kid, you know, so I didn't just play football or just play basketball. I did everything, which gave me all kind of relationships. So when I got kicked out of school and didn't have no sports, no nothing, I was able to channel my mind into okay, now not that this mean nothing, but now I got 2 degrees. You know what I'm saying? I figured out my lane to where I could still do what I wanted to do. So I feel like Wood said, AAU basketball has cut everything. Yeah, and to be real, you got a lot of these kids playing AAU ball and they not going to college off that. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So we gotta, you know, so I feel like we gotta disperse our youth to all the everything so we can run everything. Yeah. So we can't have aluminum bat companies ran by blacks. You know what I'm saying? Small things like that. We don't have nothing in the baseball realm or nothing. We ain't got
and
nothing.
we need that. And we need it. And we need it.
Because I know one of my homegirls that work in school with me, her husband is a scout, right? Yeah. He a black dude. He told me, he was like, bro, it's so many lanes that these, you know what I'm saying, that our Caucasian brothers are getting money in baseball by businesses. They starting businesses. Like, think about, I played with the Yard when I was young. The Yard is a business. I know the dude that owned the Yard. That nigga's a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So and he down there 5-6 years older than us. So, you know, I just feel like we got to keep our kids to be well-rounded. You know what I'm saying? Just in general.
I agree.
Sure, man. Shout out to keeping our kids well rounded. Wood, you know, what we say is bigger than the ball is bigger than the game.
Bigger than the game.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Way bigger. Way bigger.
Hey, so thinking back, man, lead me to this with y'all guys, man. How did y'all end up on Broadway? Because all y'all had your, I guess, different ways of ending up there. Yeah, look, Adrian, he getting nervous right now. He getting nervous right now.
Man.
To the north, baby. It's the north. It's all about the north.
Man,
it's all about the north, baby. Let's go. It's all about the north.
Man,
but go ahead, but that's a real thing. Yeah, go ahead, Adrian.
Man, keep it a buck. Like, for real, I was like, they was gonna be mad. I knew them two was for sure gonna be mad at me, for sure, if I would have went to Austin. But like, I remember I played AAU, obviously, with B Strick, Chris Wynn. We all was on the same AAU team. So like that summer we all played together, and like right before we were getting ready to go into high school, rest in peace, Coach Tom, that was at Austin East. He called my mom and them like the day before freshmen enrolled, you go to freshman orientation or whatnot. He called my mom, was like, hey, we need Adrian over at Austin East. And me at the time, I mean, because that's all I really knew. You know, my mama went to Fulton, and Leslie went to Fulton, but I was just like, Brian went to AE. You know, my daddy went to AE, KT went to AE. I'm like, man, I'm trying to go to AE. Like, what's up? But I mean, long story short, keep it above, man. I just felt I was gonna be a better fit over at Fulton just because I knew what I was getting myself into. Like, as far as like, I knew Coach Wright had been up to Whittle Springs a couple of times to watch us play our 8th grade year, because that 8th grade year we got lit over there.
Hey, we can get on that later.
Yeah.
We can get on that shit later too.
Hey, hold up, though.
We definitely got to
on that.
But
they about to. Hey, they on your neck.
But we'll let Adrian finish up.
But I mean, for the most part, I just feel like I belonged over on Broadway for the most part. Like I said, I definitely enjoyed my time playing with Street, because I played with them all summer. Like, we all grew up together, and I don't know if y'all remember. Can't even think it. I know his name, but I can't think of his mom's name. Lil Marky, not Dreadhead Marky now, but DuBose. His mom, you know, his mom was real active. You know, she was real active at that time, doing keeping us all together. Mark DuBose.
Yeah. Hey, man,
was real active with
at
keeping us together.
At some point, we're gonna stay on that, but at some point, man, we gotta talk about folks that's the legends that's never known though. Like the Mark Dubose, the Mark Dubose, like the cats that we know that really could be hooping somewhere right now. You know what I'm saying? But
right. His mama was she was big at the time. She was an influence, because like I said, we all played ball together, so she was definitely trying to get me over there.
Basketball mom, 100.
Yeah, so,
sure.
But long story short, I ended up at Fulton. So, but yeah, that's how it went on why I ended up being over there. For sure. My mama wasn't having me going to A. Daddy was all for it. Mama wasn't having.
Yeah. It's funny with you, man, because you live in a split household. You know what I'm saying? Mama is a diehard. Your mama is a diehard Falcon, and your daddy is a diehard.
They wouldn't even sit on the same side at games. I go to we play daddy on one side, mama on the other
side. It's real like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Pitch, man, how you end up at Fulton, bro?
Hey, listen, my story is a lot like Adrian's, honestly. If I'm being completely honest, my grandmother is the influence in Tennessee. My parents are both from New York, so I'm not from Tennessee at all. Right. So when we came here, it was a completely different dynamic. My parents was just like, okay, so East Side is where the black folks be. that's pretty much what it turned into. So yeah. Grandmother, she turned around, she was the secretary at Austin East for years, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking myself, I'm on the same boat. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to AE. It ain't no other place to be but AE, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I definitely thought I was going to be an AE guy, but you know what I mean? So pretty much when we got to the middle portion of my life, you talking about like 5th, 6th, 7th grade, we moved to the north side. Things were a little bit different from the east side to the north side. And I met these guys. I met my man, Stanley. met my man Adrian, you know what I mean? And things just kind of migrated for me. You know, I consider myself from the east side of Knoxville, you know what I mean? So I give myself a lot of credit for that alone. But like I said, grandmom's was an AE advocate. You know what I mean? I thought I was definitely gonna be a guy that was an AE guy. You know what I mean? You get the Jazz Kimbers, you get the Brian Phelps, you get all these guys, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
All Al Jarreau's, you know what I'm saying? You get all these dudes that's the AE legends. And I thought I was gonna be one of those guys. But turns out, you know what I mean, we moved from the east side, we turned around and moved to the north side a little bit, got off of Cecil and Cherry Street, and I ended up being a Fulton guy, you know what I'm saying? So that turned around to become my lifestyle, and that's cool, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate both sides of it. But you know, I go to battle with these dudes, man. These are my guys, man. I rock with my dude Adrian, I rock my dude Stan, and I wouldn't turn it around for the world. You know what I'm saying? These are the people who I go to war with. And that's what I fuck with. You know, I'm sorry, excuse me. That's what I fool with. That's really what I fool with. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was gonna be East Side guy, but turns out halfway through my life, yeah,
Look,
we
guess what
yeah.
AE people that's saying and watching it right now, they're gonna say, look, we get you, man. We got it.
Yeah. But we don't fool with you though. They don't fool with
Nah,
you.
they love you. They still love Ish.
Yeah.
How you end up at Fulton, big dog?
So you know, like I said, my daddy from Alcoa, but my daddy, you know what I'm saying, he east side, like he know everybody on the east side, whatnot. So I played, like I said, road runners, EKBL, Cloud Walkers, so football, baseball, basketball, everything. But on the flip side, I always live where I hear Fulton on Friday nights. I hear Fulton commentating. You know what I'm saying? From the front yard, backyard. You know what I'm saying? Pitch them know where I stay at. I'm right there. I could walk the Fulton. You know what I'm saying? So I always knew, and see my my people went to Fulton. Like I don't have too much family, like blood family in Knoxville. Most of my blood family is from Alcoa, Maryville. You know what I'm saying? But I was always around Fulton. I'm thinking about like we dropping names like of the old people that we knew. So like I'm Carlos Dobson, like Joel Zimmerman, you feel me? Sean Green, I forgot Monte. He was a point guard, number 20. Monte.
Norman Queener. Norman Queener.
You feel me?
Norman Queener.
That's those are the, you know what I'm saying? Now I knew the Brian Phelps. I used to watch Jazz, you know what I'm saying? I used to watch all them hoop because those were the teams, you know what I'm saying? But I was more of a Fulton. I'm small Jim Fulton, where the library is. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that Fulton. So I always knew, because I'm a little bit different from both of them. I always knew I was gonna go to Fulton. Okay. I always knew I was gonna go to Fulton. I never even thought about going to Austin East. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because then I had, you know what I'm saying, my other people's in the Ville. So, you know, if you live in the Ville or Lonsdale, anything like that, you're not going to Austin East. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's where and then I got an older sister too. Okay. So I got an older sister that's 5 years older than me. So she went to Fulton, all her friends is Fulton, you know what I'm saying? I'm, like I said, Joaquin Bradley, Fred Smith, I'm Fulton.
OG.
You know what I'm saying?
The OG.
And them the OG.
I'm Fulton, you know what I mean? So that's basically how I got there, for real.
Oh, for sure, man.
So was Wally before y'all or with y'all?
Yeah,
way before.
Way
Wally,
before.
Wally,
way.
Hey, let me say something. Though.
He up here with my age.
That's a good, but see, that's how legend shit go. Because Wood have grown. You grown, but Wood younger than us. So like even Wood asking questions like damn, when was Wiley exactly with y'all? That's because he a legend, bro. Like
Wiley.
Like
we talking about Chris Wiley.
But y'all gotta realize, like, I don't know if people realize how much of a legend Wiley really is.
Wiley is a legend.
Like people don't realize if the streets wasn't there, Wiley was in that class with Tim Duncan,
Addy.
that Wake Forest class. That's what people don't
Addy.
realize. They wanted him at Wake Forest. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's facts.
And
you
I'm
know
gonna
what I'm
piggyback
saying?
off what it said, bro. I remember when we was in school before high school games. This when Coach Wright had a TV, you know, in the little room that y'all be talking in now. There was a TV there at one point. We used to watch his highlights before games.
Chris
Like
Wiley.
he would be doing
in the
crazy
state.
in the state championship game. He did a windmill 360 in the state.
We not
in the
we ain't
game's
talking
close.
about,
The game's
hold on,
close. He ain't
hold
doing
on,
it. It's a
hold on.
blowout. The
Bro, hold
game's
on, bro.
close.
We ain't talking about just regular season games.
Man,
We talking about the
in
state tournament.
state.
In the
He
state
was
tournament.
getting nasty.
The man, he did a 360 windmill in the state. You talking about
in the championship game.
In the championship game, the man did
And
the
now,
360
hold on, let me add
windmill.
this.
No
Hey,
problem.
let me add
No
this,
question.
team. Hey, crew, let me add this. And we ain't talking about no 6'2", 6'3" cat. You feel me?
Right. He like 5'10".
We talking like a 5'10", 5'11" cat now. You know what I'm saying? That
with the
so
God dang, yeah.
So it's a different, it's a different, like when you think about Jody Wright and you know what I'm saying, and Fulton basketball, the culture in general, like for me, like I said, since I always knew I was going to Fulton, that shit was like crazy to me when I think back on it. Like, because them games were so packed, especially when small gym Fulton. I'm 7, 8, 9 at the small gym Fulton, and it's spilling out to over by the football field. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get in that thing.
Right.
So
it's
yeah. But anyway, that's Fulton, man. Like, you talking to this crew right here, we like the last of like I feel like a what's a dead breed right now. You have individuals such as like Wood, you know what I'm saying? You got individuals like yourself, Wood, who would fit in with us if you had went to school with us, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like a lot of these younger cats, they don't care about history. They don't got no pride in nothing. They ain't got no care.
And that's
man,
that's what
the prestige
special, man. So, you know, when I went to Vine, I was excited that I had the job at Vine.
Piped up.
It was Vine, like
you know, it's Vine, bro. Like
piped up.
You gonna
bro,
be turned up.
I went to Whittles. First of all, when I went to Whittles, bro. Even though I went to Whittles, at this point in my life, as a grown adult, you know what I'm saying, a daughter, like all kind of stuff. If I was to live in Knoxville and I would I don't know if y'all know Chris Whitehead. I know Wood know Whitehead. Young cat, Mr. Carter. Whitehead hollered at me just about some baseball stuff, was saying that Vine was looking for a baseball coach. And I thought in my head, you know, if I was in Knoxville, that's a job I'd take. Cause it's Vine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's
they
Vine.
piped up.
It's Vine.
And they piped
But I just
fit right in.
But I just feel like all the kids these days, they don't have that, bro. Like they don't have that
sense of pride. It's not to me, it's about a sense of pride.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I think we just really took it a lot more serious than some of the people these days, and that's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? No issue whatsoever about that. But it just struck close to home because that's who we were.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? That's what we believed in.
I'm gonna add to that pitch. Another thing about y'all is y'all had to wait y'all turn. A lot of these kids not
man
turn no more.
Whew. Hey, that's a
talk about that. What you mean? Hold on, Wood. Hold on.
That's the truth.
Go ahead, Wood. Go ahead. What you saying? What you mean by that?
That's the truth.
It's a lot of kids nowadays looking for instant gratification, man. So it's like
okay. Now you talking like an educator. My boy hit me with the exactly. You feel me?
Man, it's kind of interesting that y'all was kind of bringing up that kids is kind of looking for that instant gratification, man. I can't tell y'all enough how I see it, man. I see it so much. I've noticed it, like even on social media, from even the standpoint of how they show love.
Yeah.
So, you know, you might see a kid put up a Instagram video of himself, you know, like his little highlights or something. He had a good little game. He had 15. You know what his friends telling him on the bottom? He the GOAT.
Hey, you already know how that goes.
Either what?
You know what I'm saying? You the GOAT. Like,
He had a 15-point game. He the GOAT.
yeah, they just be throwing it around though. Like they just be throwing them words around. I'm like, nah, like you gotta, like
gotta earn
But,
that.
well. So I mean, we talking about instant gratification, the kids. You know, what I think just it's generations, right? So it's like grade and more so generations, grade levels, whatever you want to think about it. Like it goes through these stages, right? So all the generations have gone through these stages of like the stuff that's going on right now, all these killings and things like that. We forget that was very similar to the 03 to 06, 07 high school as well. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the young folks was getting killed. Everything. So it happens like that, right? And so the kids now, those parents, that's what they instilling in them. They letting them see stuff. You see what I'm saying? Our parents didn't let us see
exposure.
Stuff. You feel what I'm saying?
Exposure.
Whatever our family did, whatever it was, whether they was smoking weed, whatever they was doing when we was kids, they wasn't letting us around that. They was gonna make you go outside. They was gonna tell
you had to go to the back room.
You had to go to the back room. Yeah. Look, when you got older, though, Jarrell, when you got older and you smelt it yourself, you put it together like
Dad.
I said, damn. Hey, Pitch, I said, damn. Aunt Peggy and them was smoking weed.
That's what they was doing. That's what they was doing.
But they didn't. So when you think about that, you know, I always think about that in school when I talk to my kids as a counselor and all. I think about this is what these parents doing around these kids. Yeah. So you know, they getting. I mean, the instant gratification, all of that. That's what the parents instilled in them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. All behaviors are learned behaviors, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, this is coming from a school counselor. You know what I'm saying? That you got to have the support system. You got to have the people behind you. You know what I'm saying? The people got to actually fool with you. And I understand that too. The young boys these days is actually getting the feed from the support system. People are feeding into them. They showing that love and they showing that respect and it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like to be a young baller, to be a young hooper, to be a young footballer, whatever.
They can't have that instant gratification though, Pitch. They can't be having that.
Yeah.
They can't because I'm gonna tell you what happens. I'm gonna tell you what I see, bro. Okay. You know, I've been coaching basketball close to 20 years, man. It don't seem like it, but it's you know, it's been so I just been around young kids. You know, I worked at Helen Ross McNabb for a good 8 or 9 years, you know what I'm saying? And you know, teaching this stuff. And what you see is, man, when you give, now they ain't hungry no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nothing to look forward to. Ain't nothing to look forward to. You gotta like it's okay. This and I don't have no kids, but I work with a lot of kids and I treat a lot of people like they my kids. But it's just my opinion, man. Like you gotta make them earn it. That's how life works. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's people in life that skim and scam their way to unbelievable places. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it usually with those people, it doesn't last. It's not something that's solid. So, you know, you got to show them how to earn stuff in life, whether it be in sports, whether it be in the classroom, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you just keep using those skills and those things further in life, man. That's what you're going to need as a young man. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this. Did any of y'all start y'all freshman year?
Man, that was far fetched.
What?
And I ain't even think that I was even going to even.
What?
Man,
Start.
look,
even
if
no
I had
question.
that in my mind, I wouldn't have been in Fulton after our freshman year. I would have been out of there. Man, quick in a hurry.
Bro, that's go
But
ahead.
that's the new thing though. Kids
go
think
ahead,
when they
Adrian.
go to these schools, I'm supposed to play. And that ain't how it works, man. Like there was plenty of times when I was at Fulton, I was like, man, I'm better than this dude. I should be playing. But the thing is now, if I ain't playing, I'm gonna just transfer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? If I ain't playing, I'm gonna go. I could have easily did that. I could have been shit. I'm just go to our sleep. They
Nah,
won't.
yeah, we could
Fulton
have
didn't reach after
easily.
me.
Yeah, we could have easily been
Yeah, I
out
could have dipped.
after freshman year.
But
Man,
hey,
Like,
we could have been at
we
Central.
could have been at
at Central East.
I
any
could have
school.
been anywhere, man.
Any school.
Anywhere.
We could have went to Austin East. We could have went to Central. We could have went to Seymour. We could have went to AE. Any school, and we probably would have been doing our thing.
For sure.
And that's cool. But like you said, the instant gratification is not something that you should be like linked up into. That shouldn't be the first thing that you think about.
Man,
is that I'm coming in, I'm starting. Yeah, if you come in and you start, that's great. But at the same time, that's not the first thing that you should be thinking.
Hey, y'all, the only one person that did start though is a freshman. And
I already know what you about to say.
hey, I'm just hold on. Okay, so if you know what I'm about to say, you know why I'm bringing this up in this context. You feel me? And I ain't gonna go too deep into it, just in general. But the only T. Cobb started as a freshman.
He was a monster.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Monster,
I'm just saying.
He was a
Now,
monster.
in this conversation, as we talk about in the sense of, you know, instant gratification and how we put that into our kids and what that turns into and things like that. You know what I'm saying? When people start early, things like that.
I agree.
I
get what you're saying long term.
At that time when we was coming through, it always didn't turn out to be a good thing.
Right.
Now, these days, I'm hoping that, because as I see in my great, you know what I'm saying, Fulton High School, you know what I'm saying, we got 2, 3, 4 freshmen that's playing, you feel me, starting, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is crazy to me. But I mean, that's what's going on. So with that being said, you know, the dynamic, like we have to be like Jarrell Wood, y'all coaches, Adrian, you know, I coach as well. Pitch has been in coaching as well. I feel like it's our job now, you know what I'm saying, to pour into these kids and let them at least be that spark at some point when they might be getting it from.
And I'll piggyback off what he said. I just feel like too, I mean, the biggest thing is just like talent level. When we was in school, talent level was just different. Like you weren't going into schools like I'm gonna go to. I can name numerous schools where I feel like I could have played at, where I probably wouldn't have played at. But when I was playing, Carnes was good, Central was good, Austin East was good. Like a lot of these places you was transferring to, you're not just going there and playing because people that's there are good. Like they're not. They're like them schools was good. Like, and I feel like now, like you can kind of pick and choose. Like, all right, I can go to Gibbs or I can go to Hardin Valley because ain't nobody in front of me there that I can be like, all right, they better than me, or they may be a little bit better than me. I can go there and play. I just feel like it boils down to talent level. Talent level is just different.
I think you know. I think one thing that it is you know it go in waves.
Waves.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Like it said earlier. You know, things always come back around. So check it. If you look around town right now at a lot of the so-called top basketball teams, right, that are considered the better teams in Knoxville, you start looking on their roster, and their best players are like sophomores and freshmen.
Right.
Like it's a class right now. You know, y'all don't know all the guys, but it's a class right now. Like if you look at the 2024 kids right now,
hey, nice,
like, bro, they got like with the twins. But look, it's dudes that's like 6'6", 6'5", that's
Yeah.
freshmen,
That's
and they all from right here in this area. So that's that kind of like that, like one of them type of waves. You feel what I'm saying?
Like they gonna be nice. It's gonna be a ton of D1 out of that. Like, cause you couple, I ain't gonna cut you off, Jarrell, but cause you couple the talent level that's coming with the twins and with other kids, you know what I'm saying, with the technology and the training. Come on, you gonna have this upper echelon level, whereas the upper echelon level was, the Jazz Kimbers and the Sean Greens and the Carlos Dobsons and all that at one point. I think it's that way enhanced by the technology and the training.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like you think about if the Jazz Kimbers and Brian Phelps and them AE Fulton clashes, bro. Like what?
All them junks should be uploaded.
Had the training.
Everybody should be able to see it.
So
these niggas will be in the league right now.
Right.
Hey, look. Hey, y'all bring me to he brought up a good point, Wood. Wood, it's something I've been dying to ask all these dudes about, man.
Yeah.
So I'll think back. I want to take y'all back real quick. Adrian, you can imagine this during basketball season. And Chris, Chris, I know you played some basketball, but you was that thing on that football field. So I want you to go back on a Friday night on the football field, right?
Yeah.
Think about that week going into AE week.
Hey, man. Hold on, Jay, before you get into it, man. Hold on before you get into it, man. You got Duke, North Carolina high heels. You got Tennessee in Florida, and then you got AE Fulton.
Oh man. I got so many stories about them guys.
Like what show? Hold up though. I want you to because I think a lot of people don't realize how big that rivalry was and what it meant. So just take me through some of the emotions and the things that's going on, aside from the game. You get what I'm saying? That's going on.
School.
That week.
I just start with school. Man, I'll just pick up about this story. My junior year, obviously I had been to a couple of AE Fulton games. You know what I mean? Just being there, partaking, just being at the game.
Right.
But playing in a game is different. When we played, man, look, my junior year, I think Chris, we was 19-0 going into the AE.
Nah, I think we was we was
undefeated. We was undefeated at the time, but we ended up long story short, we was 19-0 after that.
No. Give us 20. Give us 20.
20-0, man. We was 20-0. But when we played them, obviously we were still undefeated. We may have been 5-6-0. We normally play them early. But man, I remember just school that day. School was just different. School, everybody talk, what you gonna do? Y'all play A tonight. Man, it's going up. Albert said going up 40. Yo, y'all. School just different. School is just different. And if anybody bring up Albert now, you can be like, oh, damn, Albert said he's gonna drop 40. And god damn, he coming to play. He gonna be on some shit. But man, school in general was just different. The atmosphere was just around that game was just different. So when I remember when my mama took me to the school for that game, she couldn't even, when you coming up to the hill to get to the game,
parking.
We juniors. So it's the girls' game. Our girls weren't really that touche to our girls. They were decent. But coming to the game, you couldn't even get up that hill yet. And this for the girls' game. So just imagine what the JV game was probably like.
Yeah.
So when we can't even get up there. So when we get to the school, I get in, you know what I'm saying? I still got on, I didn't change my clothes. I go up to just watch the girls play. It's packed, bro. I'm talking packed. I'm talking about lobby packed, the mezzanine packed. I'm like, oh, this
both sides
crazy. This game about to be lit.
Both sides of the game, both sides of the crowd.
Man, by the time our game started, I remember it's the funniest thing ever when I think about it now. I remember seeing KT and them walk in before we run out, and they sitting on the floor. They don't even got a seat. People sitting by the cheerleaders. the mezzanine is like, I ain't saying when the mezzanine, I ain't saying like there's like 10 people up there. There's probably like 50 people up there. Like, no, and I'm not exaggerating at all.
because you know the mezzanine go back.
It
So
go back. So
yeah.
I mean, it's packed.
So
like
it's people back
packed.
there, they can't even.
I'm like, bro.
Yeah, they can't even see Jarrell.
You can't even see the game, bro. At that point, you can't even see. That was probably like the most anticipated game I've ever played in my high school career. Like that was by far the best game atmosphere. And to top it off, it ended in a buzzer beater. Everybody stormed the floor. Like you can't make this up, man. Kids ain't played in no games like
they
that.
They haven't.
And you end on the buzzer beater. Everybody stormed the floor.
Yeah, you hype.
Man, that by far for me was the best high school I ever played in.
Shout out Isaiah Ray.
Shout out Isaiah, man.
Shout out Isaiah Ray.
Look, I'm gonna say it on Ski-Bo.
On Ski-Bo.
In the game, it was floor.
With the pull up.
Hey, you're gonna have Ski-Bo calling me saying,
I'm coming on. But Ski know. But Ski know. Ski-Bo know what's up. He know he got dropped off.
Man,
he know he got dropped off.
Hey now, you can't deny that one.
Dropped off.
Hey now,
he know he got dropped off.
But for sure, that was mine.
Take me back, man. Take me back, man. You getting ready, man. What's the emotions like that weekend? Because I know for you it had to be even different because I remember you told us you grew up playing with the baby road runners. Yeah, so I know it's all kind of little side comments getting slid that week, all that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I remember. So, I started junior year. So, we played AE twice that year. Yeah. So we played them in the regular season, and then we played them in the playoffs. We lost in the regular season. That's when Bishop had transferred to Fulton. So that was a big controversy. Bishop had transferred and played. I don't know how the hell that happened. How the hell this transferred?
Jody Wright.
Man.
Shout out Jody Wright. Shout out
Jody Wright. You did. But Bishop had transferred to Fulton. So, leading up to that first game, of course, it's dumb. I mean, it's crazy, but me, to be real, I was a bit more nervous, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not nervous, but anxious, you know what I'm saying? Not scared at all, but more of like, damn, it's AE week. Woo, it's hot, you know what I'm saying? It's early August, like it's hot. It ain't you know what I'm saying? So we end up losing that game. Yeah. Then we lost to Lenore City. I talked about that earlier. We lost on homecoming. So we had lost 2 games that year, which was a big deal. Right. We went into AE in the playoffs. What was that third or second round, Pitt? That third or second?
That
was third round.
Okay.
That game was so cold, bro. But go ahead.
Okay.
Third round.
That game was cold, but that week leading up to that, it was turned. Like it was like we was locked in.
That's it.
We was because we knew that year that was the state game. That was the state game that year. Like we knew whoever won that game, it was over with. It was over with.
Championship.
You know what I'm saying?
Championship.
So leading up to that game was turned. And then of course the game was at least, that was at least if Instagram and all that had been out,
that's what I'm saying.
This was max preps. This was all that. You feel me? Like
stupid.
Easy because
capacity.
We won.
We talking about capacity.
Capacity in the game. We won in 2 overtimes on a and I will say, I threw a touchdown on these cats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta give them the breakdown, bro.
Oh man, listen, bro. Real quick, I'm gonna give it to you quick. So we driving, you know what I'm saying? It's second overtime. We driving, no, it was first overtime. It was just 1 overtime. We driving down. We had got the ball. We driving down. It's third and something at like on the 30 on our side. I throw a little screen of Dennis to Rogan. I throw a little screen of Rogan and Rogan dip out. Rogan dip out. So we down at the 40 or the 30 on the other end. Run a little play to T Cobb. T Cobb bust a play on like another third down. Because AE stuffing us that year. Like they stuffing us. You know what I'm saying? So
Mac. We talking about Mac.
Yeah, Albert. We talking about Albert Harris, Andy McAllister. You feel me? Shoot, was that Daniel? All kind of people was on that squad. You know what I'm saying?
Sawyer.
Sawyer.
Yeah.
They had a nice squad. I mean, Senio Molden was good that year. I mean, PJ, you know, Philip Moore, you know what I'm saying? They had a nice little squad. So we drive down. It's 3rd and something. We get a delay of game, had to move back. Run a play is 4th down. Long story short, man, hit him with a play action, roll out. I hit my boy Tiptoe, DeMarcus Matthews, man. Shout out to my boy Tip.
Tiptoe.
Shout out to my boy Tip. Hit him in the back of the end zone.
Hey, Darrell. After he throws this touchdown, bro, remind you it's cold, bro. This is to win the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this the end of the game.
Win the game.
Bro, I'm out
win
there,
the game.
fresh white ones. It's muddy. I done ran on the field like
it's tough.
That's how life. Like, bro.
Hey, Jarrell, I'm in the middle of the field, Jarrell. If you see now, you can. This game is on YouTube now. The game is on YouTube.
I'm gonna go check it out.
2004, 2005 year. The game is on YouTube. I throw the touchdown, run to the middle, run to the middle. I'm like that, looking at the crowd, looking at the AE crowd. You feel me?
That was a crazy game.
Crazy game.
Explosive.
Good game.
Explosive.
Great game. Great game.
Explosive. My man became a history. He took down history on that one.
Real. No. Hey, you became part. You was part of the rivalry legacy, man. I think one of the cool things about that is I listen to y'all list all them names that was on the other side, and what I definitely heard was at the end of the day was its respect. Like,
oh yeah,
that's what I love. That's what I love about sports, right? Like when I got somebody that's near me that'll get me better, I gotta have somebody that's pushing me. You get what I'm saying? You know, I gotta have somebody that I'm kind of keeping up with to see. Not that you always worrying about what other people doing, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah. You know, you gotta have somebody that's kind of pushing you, man. So it sounded like it was a lot of respect too at the end of the day, man.
Plenty of respect.
Yeah,
that was a great game.
And I think, let me say this too: when Austin East and Fulton is really good in sports, in my opinion, that's city good better for the city, man. It make the city better. Cause
the buzz is crazy, man. When them games was going down, man, them games was crazy, man. I said them kids today, they don't understand how impactful them games was. I'm 10 plus years at a high school, and I can remember every
single one of them.
Every single one of them. Just because like they meant something. Now they don't mean that now. They just like a regular game. They play them on a Saturday at 2:00. Like, they don't mean that now. They don't mean that now.
Look, Tate.
I
think they mean something, but they don't mean what they
don't mean. Man,
what they used to mean.
Man, them games.
It was a battle for our street cred, really. It was like, all right, y'all versus us.
Right.
It was y'all
if you
versus
lose,
us.
you gonna hear it.
Hey, look,
And I'm gonna hear it.
You know this.
Exactly.
That's how you get your respect, though, man. I talk, you know, with me being a coach, I talk to kids about this all the time. So check it. You know, y'all grow up and y'all play on different teams and y'all pretty much have competed against these young men for, you know, growing up for a long time. 10 plus years.
Exactly.
So for that hour, I got an opportunity to gain your respect from how I go about what I do, right? Yeah. Right? It's certain people that the reason why you respect them, it ain't because they're a good person to you and all that kind of stuff. It's just you respect what they do.
Right.
Know what they gonna bring, and they done showed you that consistently, time and time again. So, you know, when you competing against other people, man, I think that's important, man. Like to bring your best. Go ahead.
It's imperative, bro. It's imperative. Bring your best. I don't wanna face you on a downtime. Like I wanna like that's who I am as a competitor.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to see you in your oh well I was just bullshitting. No. I want to see your best.
Well, I don't want to see you. I don't want to
I want to see
y'all got
Linwood's
some
best.
players that out. I want to see y'all at full strength.
Full capacity. Full capacity. I don't want to take down the team on some BS. Like I want to take you down at your best. I want to take Linwood down at his best. Like if y'all not coming 100%, then I don't even want to see you.
Linwood was just on the wrong side of Broadway, man. But we rock with Linwood.
He would. Wood out here in the deal. Wood. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. This is what happened. This is what turned into Wood, and this how we got tight. This how we got tight. I turned into the Dale. Your boy that came to the Dale. You know what I'm saying? So my man Wood out here in the Dale, he doing the guys work out here in the Dale. So I like it.
Yeah, too. Hey man, so what ended up being y'all record against AE?
In what?
Our in basketball and football.
In football, which year? Which
oh, like the whole time you in high school.
Yeah.
In high school, I'll give you my overall. Now remember I only played 3 years though.
Right.
Yeah. So I ain't played my senior year, but overall for me, what was that one?
I said we was 3 and 1. We was
3 and 1. 3 and 1. We only lost to them that one time junior year. We didn't lose to them freshman or sophomore year. Or did we lose to them? Nope. Because when we had Jay Long sophomore year pitch, we won in regular season and playoffs.
Yeah. So we beat them. We beat them regular season and playoffs.
We was 3 and 1. We lost junior year.
Shout out to Jay Long, man.
Jay Long.
Jay Long, man. Shout out to Jay Long.
Jay Long getting that job at Grace. You heard about that, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Juice.
Jay Long, big dog.
Juice.
Yeah, Jay Long. That's
Juice.
Jay Long, good dude, good coach, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jay Long for sure.
Was it 3 and 1? Okay, freshman year we won 14-13. Sophomore year we won
both games. We only played them once.
Both games. Year. And then junior year we split it.
Right. So we 3 and 1.
Hey.
Yeah.
So now I gotta ask.
That's right.
A commercial question. Was y'all the best?
All right, go ahead.
History.
Was we best what?
Was y'all the best football history?
Oh, football.
Which year?
Football, yes. Yes.
Junior year.
Our junior year?
Football. Yes, football, yes.
Football junior year, y'all was pretty solid.
We're the best Fulton football team in football history. Yeah.
He claiming it.
Junior year?
Junior year for sure.
Junior year, we could have ate anybody. Because you got to think in the backfield, this is the thing. In the backfield, we had Rogan and Jam.
June.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Mumu. No, that our junior year.
Yeah, Mumu was gone, bro.
Oh, junior. Oh, yeah. My fault.
But this is what I'm saying.
That's my bad.
Pitch says our juniors. Now, for me, I don't say that. I feel like we in the top 3 our junior year.
Yeah.
The time in the years I was in high school, for me, I feel like out of those years, I feel like it's either my freshman year or my junior year.
Freshman year for sure. Freshman year
we had Antonio.
Freshman year we had Antonio Minor. Antonio, you got to think. I know the stats. Antonio
was undefeated.
Antonio set the record with 14 picks on defense. We had Buddy Pennell.
Antonio was out there eating.
We had Demetrius Davis. We had Jack Wetzel. We had Mumu. We had
three receivers of 1,000 yards. Three receivers of 1,000 yards.
We had Ronnie Collins.
Hey,
Ronnie
Collins was
Ronnie
a
Collins,
monster.
Tonio Minor, and Buddy Pennell
And Buddy.
all had 800 and up receiving yards our junior year. Fact.
And at least 5 touchdowns. And at least 5 touchdowns. And at least 5 touchdowns. At least 5.
So
each.
for me, and that year, see now, so you got to remember
that freshman year was a beast.
You got to remember, freshman year, we ended up playing Ridgeway High School in the state. Now you got to realize, but now you got to realize, back then, now TSSAA is every 2 years you change classes. You can change classes, and of course by classes, it's by enrollment. Right. So, but back then, it was 4 years. So and it wasn't all this appealing where now you can appeal and you can go down and different stuff like that. It wasn't all that. So you was in a class for 4 years, no matter what your enrollment was. You got to realize we playing people with both sides. We end up playing Ridgeway in the state. These folks got offense and defense. Like
they were
it's just like college. Hey, they had but they had to do Will Hudgens,
Prince Cameron.
The running back,
yeah.
Prince Cameron.
Yeah, Prince Cameron was a Florida. He was a Florida running back. He had offers from Florida.
Yeah, but then the dude Will Hudgens, quarterback, he ended up playing in Memphis. Like we played a team and we only lost by what?
One touchdown.
One touchdown. Yeah. We lost by
it was like 14-13, wasn't it?
It was 14-21.
14-21. Yeah.
Oh, no. It was 14-13.
It was 14-13. Y'all only lost by 1.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I'm just saying,
we try to do something
when you think
sneaky
about
in the championship.
Yeah, that was some bull. But if you think about how these kids and like the whole everything going back to the original we was talking about with people playing as freshmen and all that type of stuff, when you go back to that, we went through that. We went through it. You know what I'm saying? Like these kids not going through it. They're not going through the talent. They're not going through the gauntlet. I feel like
and we went to the championship. And we went to the ship.
Yeah, I feel like they just coming in and they just I hoop on AAU level. It's like a draft. You dig what I'm saying? It's like so and I'm not talking about these kids specifically. I'm just saying them because of who I know. So when you think about the Twins, they could have went anywhere in Knoxville.
Yeah,
it was a draft. Jody drafted him. He had the most. It's like college. Excuse me, not like a draft. It's like college. Like they signed a letter of intent. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. Let me think this.
Yeah,
the plug.
Yeah,
we got the plug.
But we can say this. He recruited the kids that was in his zone.
I'm not knocking it. Oh, trust me. I'm not knocking it.
But hear me out though. I'm gonna say this though, is look, in this day and era, as a coach, without getting into who the kids are and all that kind of stuff, because I don't want to get into that college.
Yeah.
But check it out, man. There are coaches right now who have kids that are phenomenal kids. Good players, but even better, people that,
right.
Like you get them kids at your school, they're going to make a difference at your school, on your basketball team, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And they're going to attract other kids like that are in their zone. And these guys are not reaching out, making relationships with the easy stuff. So, how you guys said y'all were brought up with old school guys, right?
Right. Yeah, we was together. You know what I'm saying?
People made their way towards you. You get what I'm saying? Like you just didn't. You knew you was going to Fulton, but the people at Fulton, I'm pretty sure, knew who you were.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure, like the coaches and all. Yeah.
They was at our games. You
get what I'm saying? So they made them relationships, and I think that we talked about the kids looking for the quick fix. Now what I'm seeing is the adults and the coaches looking for the quick fix, where they even skipping past making a relationship with the kid first. Oh, you talented, I want you. And see, my thing is as a coach, you talented, but I got to know some other things about you.
Right.
All right, but when we talk about kids that we want on our teams and things like that, like it's more than just, like Jarrell was saying earlier, it's more than just hooping. You know what I'm saying? These coaches worrying about or whatever sport it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, boom, you this, so I want you on my team, but like I need to make that relationship with you. Because I want to be able to touch you in a specific way that, you know, at the end of the day, hey, whatever this sport is might not work out, but I want you to know when you leave me, you're going to be prepared as a young man. You know what I'm saying? When you leave me, you're going to be able to go do whatever you need to do, whether that's go to school, go to college, you know what I'm saying? Finish something that, and that's the big thing. You teach these kids to learn, teach them how to finish something. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's the season, whatever that is, you gotta finish. Cause that's what life about at the end of the day. Whether you fail, you know what I'm saying? We all done tried different things, failed at it, but all of us on here have succeeded at a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That a lot of people, I'm sure, never would have thought that we would have did. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we knew how to finish. It ain't that we necessarily the smartest or necessarily got the most money or got the most this and most that, but we all are we all are men that we know how to finish something. And that's what we got to continue to teach these kids is how to finish. Yeah, we want to win. I tell the kids all the time, y'all want to win off top. I hate losing. I can't, especially where I'm at.
Yeah.
We can talk about that at some point we want to, but I'm in Nashville. You know what I'm saying? I work at Whites Creek High School where man, they ain't won since, you know what I'm saying?
They waiting on the win.
Now I'm a school counselor though, so this on that end we on point. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the sports, like they ain't one. You know what I'm saying? But my main thing is I'm working with these kids. I want them to know, hey, you gotta finish. Be a part of something and finish it. Have a pride in something. All of it goes back to that pride and all those things. But like I said, Jarrell, we talk about getting these kids that we want on our teams. Do I necessarily want you because you just 6'5" or whatnot or whatever? No, I need to be able to, if I know off top we're not gonna have a relationship, especially in high school, I tell a kid any day, hey, you ain't gotta like me because I probably don't like you either. But we got a common goal. I want you to graduate, I want you to be a great young man, whether I like you or not. You know what I'm saying? But if I know, hey, we not finna click, I'll let a kid go. You know what I'm saying? Go where you need to go, because this might not be the best spot for you. Your attitude, how you maneuver.
Sure. And that's the thing, it's not, and I want to stress this part too for anybody that's listening, man, who might hear this. You know, we're not talking about giving up on kids, but what
at all. No.
What we talking about is what I've seen is I've been so surprised, man, that when I say, hey, man, you can come be a part of this, right? But I'm going to hold you accountable. You're going to work hard. Yep. It ain't going to be easy.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? And when you tell people these things, I'm going to make you earn everything. Y'all, behind the scenes, I will never talk about the kids or the families that have walked away. And when they walk away, usually, when they walk away, y'all, they walk away very quietly. You get what I'm saying? Almost in a way to where when they see me around town, it's they you know, like, hey, you know, one of those things, man. So, you know, man, it's not for everybody, and I get that, but I think it's important, man, for coaches and adults. Hold these kids to high standards, man. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised what kids will do when you hold them to high standards. Now sometimes you gotta come down and reach them to where they at. You know what I'm saying? But when you hold them accountable and hold them high standards, man, you'll be surprised how far they jump.
I'm gonna meet you where you at. I'm gonna always meet a kid where they at. But I'm gonna hold you to a standard for sure. And if you don't meet my standard, then you can't play for me. You can't none of that. You know what I'm saying? I love you, and I'm still gonna support you as a young man. And that's what I like about being an educator, working in the school. That's why I like to be able to work in the school, because I will tell you, hey, little man, you cannot play for me. I'm gonna tell your mama that. I'm gonna tell everybody that. You can't play for me. But go ahead.
Oh, my bad.
Nah, go ahead.
Would you ever had to tell somebody, man, he can't roll, man?
Hey, it's just best we go our separate ways.
Yeah,
I
it's
can
just
see
best we go our
Wood
separate
saying that
ways.
too. I
It's
can
just
see Wood saying that.
it's just
I
best
can
we
see
go
Wood
our
saying
separate
that.
ways. I had a kid last year, man, and he would have been it was actually him and his cousin. He would have been a nice piece. We had to let him know, like, hey, and I'm OC, you feel me, on football. So I had, bro, you can't play for me, bro. You not going cause your whole demeanor, how your mama let you talk to adults, all that type of stuff. We not gonna mesh. You can't play for me now. But what I will do is I'll turn you on to somebody I know. Maybe you can go there and play and all that. I want you to be successful, but you can't play for me. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all don't know the hurt it is having a 6'4", 6'5" kid walk around school and everybody like, dang, why he not on the team? Why he not on the team? Because I hold kids accountable.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it gotta be. That's how it gotta be. Because if you
That's
don't,
what
they're
it's
gonna run
supposed to
all
be.
over you, bro. They're gonna
That's how we
run all
But
build
that's
over
what
your
it's
men.
supposed to be, Wood. I like the fact that you are actually holding these people's feet to the fire.
you. Got to.
Because I mean, how can I trust you to do X, Y, and Z if you're not gonna actually come through for me in the time I need you? I mean, it's a give and take type of relationship. Like that's what it really calls for. You know what I mean? So I completely understand where that comes from. I mean, and if you are the person who wants to be the guy, quote unquote, the guy, that's the type of responsibility that you want to fall in your lap, in my personal opinion.
Right.
Like if you want to be the person, you want to be the guy, you want to be the dude, whatever it is, then you gonna go out of your way to do these types of things. You know what I
Hey, you know
mean?
what else, Chris? Another thing is have y'all noticed this? Since we got all these stupid Duke fans on here, I'm sorry, I had to go back. Well, y'all boys lame, man. Y'all boys so lame for that jump.
Let's go,
Hey, but
dude.
since we got all these Duke fans on here, man, think about how many times when y'all have had all these McDonald's All-American recruits, right? And they like, yo, why did you go to Duke? And the first thing they come out their mouth is like, yo, because Coach K, when he came to see me, he told me I couldn't,
I'm gonna
I
be
ain't
that guy.
you ain't gonna start. You're
Right.
gonna have
You ain't got no
you got to
expectation,
work
bro.
for it. Like they wanted somebody to be hard on them, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, man. Like you start to see that, like some people are cut from a different cloth, and when kids realize, man, like I always tell kids this, my bad, like the people that are always on you and checking on you and all
Love
that
you.
kind of stuff. Hey, guess what? Them the people you need to stick with.
Yeah.
Them the people that love you. That person that get on your nerves, that lady that's always saying something to you when you got your pants down, boy, she
Yeah.
love you.
Hey, but look though, but check this out. How much is it? You know what I'm saying? We talk, just to flip it, right? We talk about, and this one thing I feel like, we talk about the kids so much, right? How much is it that the coaches have changed? I listened to, I looked at this quote, you know what I'm saying? Dion had this quote, Deion Sanders, he down there at Jack State now. He said, we talk about the kids so much, but how much is it that the coaches have changed? Because I feel like, see, I'm a teaching coach. See, because I come from education. So in the classroom, a kid come in your classroom, they got an IEP, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They anything, whatever they got going on, you're not gonna say, oh, man, he can't learn he can't learn math. You're gonna teach it to him. Right. But when we get on the court or whatever, a lot of time these coaches, oh, you don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna move on. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I'm gonna move on. Oh my God, you just hit it, bro.
But they don't, because you and I feel like these coaches, you in high school. You ain't in the league, man. This ain't the league, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have a passion for high school ball. You got to have a passion for school level ball. Now, when you get above that, I'm going to be real. If I ain't, I'm going to get them M's. You know what I'm saying? I want the money. I want the money. But especially when it's high school, middle school, things like that, you have to be a teaching coach. You have to know that, hey, I have to teach these kids. What he don't know, I got to teach it to him. That's my responsibility. But I just don't feel like that a lot of the coaches these days feel that that's their responsibility. They
Man,
do
I
the
wanna-
same thing the kids that the teachers say in school or parents say, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's your job to teach them. You they parent, whatever. You the teacher, man. That's your job.
Yeah.
That's
Get
right.
in there, put a little bit of effort in and help the kids out.
I want to give a shout out to Wood, man, because one thing that I was super proud of him of, man, when he was spending his time over at Whittles with the boys was, you know, they was having a good season and all that. All that was great. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of, you know, me, you know, I expect big things from him, so it was kind of expected. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But the other stuff that I saw him doing, man, he was taking them boys out in the community, giving back, making them
do that,
giving them exposure to different things, man. And that's the stuff that go along with it. That's going, you know what I'm saying? That's more. Hey, we had Coach Rosser on. Remember that Wood?
Yeah.
Tell him what Coach Rosser told us about the player, man.
Yeah.
And the relationship.
Cool.
He said
so many gems.
He said, man, check it out. When your player is good off the field or off the court, they'll be good on the field.
Yeah.
They'll be good on the court.
So
what I mean by that is when you go over and beyond to make a relationship with that kid and know who he is and know what his situation is and all this kind of stuff. Because usually you're going to have athletes. You know what I mean? Like, kids are athletic, but like it said, I just got to teach you how to play. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the kids we see, they got athleticism. We just have to teach them what to do.
Right.
But when you make sure that these kids are good off the court or off the field, see, now they gonna trust you and they gonna learn faster. Cause you get what I'm saying? Coach love me. Coach believe in me for real. Like Coach rock with me, man. Coaches stay here after.
That's how they gonna talk to their mama, Jarrell. That's what they gonna say to their mama when you need them to do something extra. Mama, man, damn, Coach fool with me though, mama. Like I need to go ahead and do this. I need to do this. And now you got now you got that whole kid. You see what I'm saying? You thought about that kid holistically, not just on the court. You got the whole kid. You got his mama listening to you. You got, you know what I'm saying? Now you putting that kid in position to set himself up to have what I like to say. I like to set my kids up to have options. You know what I'm saying? I always want you to be able to choose what you want to do. I don't want nobody to be able to tell you, you can't do this because this, and that. I'm going to put you in position to where you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to play ball, cool. If you just want to go to college and be a regular dude, cool. But you know how to be a good citizen. You know how to, you know what I'm saying, give back. You know how to, you know what's important. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the people that pushed us. I know at the end of the day, when I think about the old heads, I think about people that gave back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What made you do all that with your boys, man?
Hey man, for the most part, man, it was just a bonding experience, man. Right. I knew we couldn't get to where I wanted us to go if we wasn't one. And by the time we got to where we wanted to be, man, we was one, man. We spent so much time together. And I give so much credit to our parents, man. And shout out to my wife for letting me be there.
Right.
Because, man, it was just so much time spent in the gym. And so many people coming in, man. Dre, D. King, Sue, just teaching different things. Like, our thing is bigger than our opponent. We got to play against ourselves.
Right.
Because we were to the point where we were so good, it was like, man, look, it's on us how far we go.
Right.
And speaking of that, man, it was a little controversy with y'all, man. Hey, listen to me, Jay. I got
Hey, man.
I got
man.
Listen.
Hey, man. Hold on, man.
I got a call from Ish. I got a call from Adrian. Look.
Hey, you better stop because I think my boy going to get his facts right now.
Hey,
boy, going to get his facts right
now. Boy, checked up, boy.
Listen, man, with that man.
Hey, Adrian, if I was wrong, blame the yearbook.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Pull out your facts. And where your receipts at?
If I was wrong, blame the yearbook.
I got the receipts, baby.
I respect
What
that.
Line
said?
is flying.
Hey,
If
I
he lying, he
respect.
flying.
I
Hey,
respect
what was the?
that, man.
Hold on. Hey, Wood, what was it? Y'all was the first team to do what? Now, what was it?
Yeah.
First team to do what though? What was it?
No, they was up there.
I'll say it again. I couldn't hear you.
7-0 first team.
Okay, hold on, okay, that's what it was. Hold on, 7-0. Hold on, 7-0. Hold on. Hold on, let me see.
Hey, because Jay,
That's
I
us.
posted this, I got a call from Ish on Facebook.
That's us. That's us. That's
Hey, you
us.
already know. It's like, hold up.
Hold on.
We
That's
in this
us.
Little Springs history. Don't try to.
That's us,
And
baby.
then
Let's
what was
go.
it?
That's
Hold on,
us.
first team to go 7-0, then first team to do what?
Yeah, go ball.
Yeah, they was gold ball.
They was
They
won
gold
that.
ball.
They did win it. They did win it.
They got gold ball on us.
From my understanding,
That's my boy.
y'all lost what in the regular season?
We lost 4.
We lost 4.
Did we
went
lose
like
4?
7-4.
Yeah, we lost to South Door, West Valley,
We
Gresham.
definitely lost to West Valley.
Gresham. And
No,
we
lost
lost
more than 4 though. We lost like
Nah,
like
No,
nah.
we lose. Who else?
we
we
lost
lost
to 8.
4.
We went 18-5.
Oh,
bro.
we lost the well. We lost the well
lost-
in the buzzer beater.
Yeah.
We lost the well.
So we lost to West Valley twice. We lost to South Door once. We lost to Webb, and then we lost to Gresham.
So
That was our
how
5.
many did y'all win before y'all lost?
We was I
We
want
at
to
least
say
was
7
6 or 7. One of the two.
7
We made
7-0.
Let me ask y'all this, because then y'all were the team that y'all were kind of in the middle of the pack, and then y'all made a crazy run in the tournament, right?
No,
Okay.
that
Nah,
year.
that was y'all 6th grade year. Our
Yeah,
6th grade year.
sixth grade year, we was some trash, but we made it to championship. I don't know how.
6th grade year, we was like a
we made it
9
to
seed.
championship.
Hey,
We was a
man.
9 seed and made it to the ship.
Hey man. So now I'm checking facts now, right?
Right.
Now, only because I'm a real one now, Wood, okay? fellas, to the squad. I'm looking in the book. This the book. Remember the book, Adrian?
That's the official. That is the official. I got that at the crib too. In
the book. My man Wood and them got us, bro.
They got us.
They got us, bro.
No, that's what I said. They got
How
at
many
least
did
7.
they win?
7.
How many did we
y'all
win?
went. Hold on, Wood. Y'all went 7-0.
Yeah. We started 7-0.
Yeah, easily.
We had to be 5 or 6. One of the two.
Nah, I say we were 6.
We were 6.
We were 6-0.
Okay.
And we got beat by South Door when they had Stephen Kite. When they had Stephen Kite.
That ain't, hey, you talking about shooting that bit? That nigga was shooting that bit.
Scott, but Kai had a lot of free reign. He had a lot of free reign. He was doing.
Kite did whatever he wanted to do.
Look, bro, like
hold
we had
on,
to share the ball.
Shout out to Wood. Shout out to Wood and the controversy. Shout out to Wood and the controversy.
No. Shout out to Wood. Shout out to old school. To Little Springs Warriors. Let's get it gold ball status. You know what I'm saying?
They did win it. At the end of the day, they won it. Shit,
hold on. Time out. It was something else though. It was something about Vine. Wasn't it about Vine?
Well, see, check it out. Here it is. So everybody, let me.
It was about. It was something about. Y'all was the first time to beat Vine in so many years though. Wood.
It might have been.
Yeah. I think that's what
it was about.
That's when
I was there. Let's clear the air. Make sure they know this. It wasn't when I was at Vine. That's for damn sure.
I think when we was in middle school, I think at that particular time, by the time we made it to 8th grade, I think they hadn't beat Vine in like
11 years.
It was a long time. It was
11.
probably like 10, 11 years. Bro. It was a minute for sure.
So
for sure. 13. And it probably happened again after we probably beat them. They probably never beat them again until Wood got there.
So hey, look, y'all beat Vine in the 8th grade year.
Oh yeah, we smoked their ass.
So what year was that?
Huh?
What year was that?
02.
99 2000.
Nah, it was 02. 02. We went to high school in 03.
Yeah, it was 02.
So it was 02. It was 02.
So I think it's safe to say that the team that Wood had and y'all team was probably the best
Oh,
two
by
teams.
far.
Oh, for sure. By far.
Sure.
That's real.
By
Well,
far.
hold on. Let me say this. Now, I can't let this go unnoticed because the team that y'all was the sixth grade team was
We
definitely
would have
because
whooped him, but we would have
because
whooped him, Pitch.
no,
Dude,
I'm not,
bruh.
no. But what I'm saying is,
I got you. They
what I'm
up there
saying
because
is,
because of the run they made.
you're right, exactly,
We was
exactly.
trash, bruh.
But they was in the 8 seed that made it to the
We
ship.
was
There was a
trash though.
there was
Hey,
an
Wood,
8
that's real though.
there
Hey,
Wood,
was an
could you
8 or
imagine
9
that the eight
seed that made
seed
it to the
went to the
ship.
hey,
championship?
Wood. Me and Ish
Exactly.
was
So
sitting on
let's
the end of
give
the
them
bench
some
like this at them
love. But bro,
Yeah,
let's give them
Adrian was
some
like,
love though. Hey,
All right, we won for
let's not
sure.
short them. Let's not
Them
short them
game
though.
was
Let's give them the
trash.
love. Carter Whittles for the ship.
Man, look.
Let's not short them on their love, bro. Let's
Man,
not
they
short them
had
on the
some
now.
eligibility
Look.
issues, man. We
What,
ain't gonna speak on that.
this is
yeah.
what I say.
Eligibility issues.
This is what I'll say. Now that our sixth grade year, you know what I'm saying, that team did get to the ship. They ended up losing to Carter and the ship. But then we turned around and we went stupid on them. You know what I'm saying? We went like 18-5.
We went
Oh, yeah.
18-6 that year.
Man, yeah.
18
Eighth
and
grade
5,
year was a
18 and
solid
6.
year, man.
Who
That
put
was a
Yeah,
y'all
solid
out?
year.
Who put
we
y'all
lost
out?
to
West
Tony
Valley,
White.
we fucking had
Tony
that.
White. Yeah, we lost to Tony
White, West
White.
We was up
Valley,
8. We was up 8 with like 2 minutes to go. I remember that game like it was yesterday.
With 2
I
minutes
hit
to
a
go
3.
and you gave it up?
Hey,
I
and
hit a 3 at the
listen.
top of the key.
Hey, listen,
I'm like, oh,
let's
shit
give a
over. This
but
shit
let's give a
over.
good shout. Hey, let's give a good shout out to the good folks at West Valley,
Oh,
man.
they
Let's
had a
give a good
squad.
shout out to
They
Tony
had a
White.
squad. But hey, Linwood, do you remember
Let me
Grant
show love to
Dosman?
Tony White.
Yeah.
Let me
They
show
had
love.
Grant Dosman,
Let me show
Tony
love to
White.
Tony White. You know what I'm
They had
saying?
another dude that played in the post. He was like real good in baseball at the time. I can't remember his name. Remember it was a white boy.
I
But he
know
was
you're talking about
he was
Chris
probably-
Getz. They had Chris Getz.
Yeah, but they had a
They had a
squad.
team.
They were loaded.
They had a squad.
They had a
Well, let me
squad.
tell y'all this. Guess what? With all due respect to all their teams and all that, all I know is when my boy Linwood stepped up on him, he put
Yeah,
him
he got
down.
And that's
the
fine.
dub. He got the
And
dub.
that's
He got the
perfectly
dub.
rolled out
fine.
on them
He got
boys.
the
And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I appreciate everything that the man
Man,
has
definitely. Hey, because
done
he put on.
over
Because
there.
Whittles don't. Hey,
Willow
Whittles
Springs
known for
don't win
losing.
championships. Yeah, exactly.
Man,
Willow
Whittles
Springs
known
don't
for
win
losing.
championships.
I'm gonna tell y'all, man, it was so cool for me because when I went to Vine, you know, going back to that, the reason why I was excited was because I was aware of the tradition and the history of the school. You get what I'm saying? So it's like for me as an African American male, I just took pride in it. Like, yo, my name is in this. Like I'm in, you know what I mean? Like I'm a part of this now. So I wanted to really go back and just take it in. So my first couple of days with the job, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I just went in there and looked at all of the
Yeah,
trophies and looking at how
that's a
many
big
years they
thing.
had
Yeah,
success.
that's a big thing.
Yeah, yeah. And but when I got there, Vine hadn't won the actual county championship
Oh, for a
in
minute.
20
Yeah, it'd
years.
have been a minute. Probably since we was probably our 7th grade year
Right.
was probably the last
Yeah,
time Vine won it.
with Albert now.
With
That was
Albert them.
Albert.
It was
Albert
close.
now,
Yeah.
8th grade.
Yeah, Albert them 8th grade, our
Okay.
7th grade. Yeah.
So, you know, for us, with our kids, it was all about, and the kids will tell you this, that we, you know, the ones that was fortunate enough to win the championship when I was there, that was our whole thing. Was like, yo, we want to state our name in the school history. Like, we want to be a part of the rest of these guys, so that when they start talking about Vine basketball, this, that, and the other, when they go back and they look at the years 2017 and 2018, they gonna say we was like
Right.
that. You get what I'm
Heck
saying?
yeah.
The coolest part, man, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I'll let y'all and I'll let y'all talk. The coolest thing for me was, man, is, bro, when I got the job, my first year, we was 3-22.
Mm-hmm.
My second year, we went 22-3 or something like that, and won the championship. And the year ended, man. Rick Staples came to the school.
Shout out
Hey,
that
Had
boy
this big
Rick.
thing.
shout out to my guy
They had
Rick
this big
Staples.
Shout out
they
Rick.
had this big plaque, man. They had this big plaque and this thing written up with it was basically like a story of the season and mentioning my name and some of the kids' name in the school, and it's up in the school right now.
Right.
So it just was big, man. Like
That's real.
for years to come, bro. When I die, that thing gonna be up in that school.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's real.
20, 30 years,
That's real.
20, 30 years
See,
later, man. So
I think that's what we got to get back to though, just in general with our kids, and things like that. And hopefully, we the ones that bring it back. Cause I mean, everybody on here got their hands in some coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like I give it up to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Cause y'all get to do it in the city. You feel me? So like I
yeah,
know that's a big deal. Out at times I think about it all the time, like, damn man, I wish I could do it in the city. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should come back to the city. You never know. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we got to get back to having that pride and putting that into our kids wherever we are. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's what I was
Just
gonna
giving
say.
that. Just
Even if you ain't in the city,
it don't
it's
matter.
kids that need
Yeah,
you
it's a kid
everywhere.
that needed everywhere. So we got to get back to putting it in Adrian with the young ladies right now, like putting it into these kids in the same ways that we got it from somebody. Because all of us on here could have a full podcast just revolving around the fact of like all the people that poured into us or the coaches that we had, the this, that, and the third. We could all do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you remember all of our eras, you got the cats that's at the game, somebody's daddy that you don't even know that's turned up every game. Like, and he just turned you up. You don't know who
Yeah.
dude is, but he just at
Right.
the game. You know what I'm saying?
Or
Like
he might be coaching you too,
he
though.
might be coaching. So like we got to get back to having those type of people. We got to be those type of people, but we also got to get back to how do we put that seed into the community to have those
Culture.
type of people in the community. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Build that
saying?
culture.
To,
Build that
to build
culture.
that culture back up in the communities. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just because I'm in Metro Nashville, man. I could go in on that a whole podcast, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's nothing like East Tennessee, bro. Like it's nothing like East Tennessee at all. You feel me? So I just think about it as young men and coaches, we all older, but we all young, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's pose a question for the podcast. Wood and Jarrell, how do y'all change the city, man? How y'all make the city back where it was? You know what I mean? How y'all bring it back
Oh,
to where it used to be?
Would you
how
want
do
to
we
go
do
first?
that?
I'll let you go first, bro.
I think, man, it's people always say, how do we get it back to where it was? But I think it's more about how do we get the city to where we want it to be?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
like that. I like that. I like that answer.
And kind of moving forward. And I'm going to speak on the inner city because that's where I work at. That's where my passion is at.
Right.
Where my heart is close at. I just think, man, with the inner city, what we need to realize is number one is that our kids need a lot of resources. And the reason why our kids need a lot of resources is because the family dynamic has changed.
Right.
And I can get into,
Mhm.
we need, parents need to do this, yada, 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 but that's a whole nother thing. My thing is we talking about meeting people where they at. So our kids they need a lot of help because a lot of our kids, man, have so much trauma and different things that affect them where people judge them based off of those things. You get what I'm saying? So like for instance, I have kids that you think they got an attitude problem, but that's coming from something totally different. And when you really get to know this kid is smart as hell. This kid is a leader.
Yeah.
This kid.
Right.
So what I'm saying is we need more resources so that we can recognize the positive things that these kids do have, and get them, and then also get them the resources to understand where they at in their life. Like, hey, you might have had a mom that was this way or a dad that was this way, but this is why you feel these type of ways, and it's okay to feel like that. And here's where you need to go. It's so many kids, bro, that need that. You get what I'm saying? But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I just feel like one way to do that is getting the black male. This is a whole nother topic, but I could go in on it as well. Getting the black male back into the education scene. You see what I'm saying? Because having a black male in the education, such as us three for sure. Adrian don't work at a school. You know what I'm saying, Jarrell? I don't know. I don't know if you work at Fulton. You work at Fulton?
Well, actually, bro, you know what? I love this. I'm still at Vine, bro.
Okay, but you're still in school. Still in school. So working in the school building, it allows you to have a different impact on kids.
All day long,
because I have a totally different impact on kids because I'm able to see them in a different light. I'm your counselor. I know your grades. I know all that, but I'm a real one. I'm a real one. So I can sit you down and tell you and bring you in my office and say, hey, look, little dude, you're bullshitting right now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like, hey,
I love that. I love that
black
too.
Man, I can pull him in and say, hey, young black man, bro, you listen to me. I'm you.
Yeah.
I'm you.
I've been there.
Well,
I've been there.
I'm you. Listen to me. So
yeah, I think
I like that.
Would you can agree with me on this? I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I get a different reaction just because I'm not saying because I'm Coach J.
Exactly.
I'm Coach J. So like yo, I can literally come around the corner. I can come around the corner and the dudes might not even be doing nothing wrong. You might see a dude, I come around the corner.
They're gonna buck up.
Because
be
they
straight.
know, bro, not that I'm gonna do something to hurt them or anything. They know they gotta be right.
Right.
And the thing about it is too, bro, they relate to you. You know, I get a different respect with our kids because of the fact of just straight up, because I'm a black male. I get a different respect.
Think about the relationship we have with African American females,
man,
in authority positions. You're not finna do her bad because she looked like your mama or your grandmama or your auntie or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she give that vibe. So it's that same thing as black males. You know, that's my cousin, that's my uncle, that's so and so. You know what I'm saying? That gives that vibe off. So now I give that vibe. So you tight with me relationship wise, but now I can touch you in another way because I'm your educator or I'm an authority figure to you as well. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I think that having a black male, I'm at a school right now where my principal's a black male, you know what I'm saying? And he's 35, like he young, you know what I'm saying? So he's the whole principal of a high school. So, you know, and he's very, focused on and intentional about placing black males in the building. You know what I'm saying? Because he understands that if you want to, this is what I always say, if you want a school to move forward, you need black males in your building. And also on the comedy side, you need nice looking teachers. because them kids, you know what I'm saying, especially in high school, them kids going, hey, football team, hey, chill out, man. Miss Anderson said chill out. You know what I'm saying? Chill out.
Right.
That's right.
But they gonna have, but then that's that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because she just like so-and-so cousin I see. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's really important as far as black males for us to think about when we push into these kids, we push the entrepreneurship as career, we push basketball, we push sports. Let's start pushing them as well when you see them kids as leaders to the education side of things too, because we need them there as well. You feel me?
For sure, man. And you know, I know Wood is the same way, is student athlete, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
first.
It gotta be first. Like I had a couple kids during my time at Vine that where I had to cut them short because they couldn't make the grades. And I'm not gonna call nobody out or anything, but Wood know what I'm talking about, bro. Where there's straight up people in the county who their kids ain't eligible and they out there playing.
Oh,
hey, that be the worst. That's the worst thing about it. Cause once them kids done,
these people, And this is how life works, man. And the coaches and stuff and the parents is letting them do, they respect it. They
And
will
that's the worst
respect
part.
it. You know, they will respect it, man. But I just can't sell out, man.
Hey, man, and it happens. I mean, even from when my brother was at Fulton, and before he transferred, it was a guy that was playing at Fulton. What, you know what I mean? Wasn't supposed to be. But hey,
like that?
you know what I mean? They still out there doing. I'm just like, man, like some stuff you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. You know what I mean? You can only do so much.
But for me to answer your question, Pitch, it's gonna take a village, man, because us as sports guys, we can only do so much.
Right. Yeah.
That only reaches a percentage of the kids. So we need the ladies to step up. We need more people to step up because the arts kids are being missed out. The girls are being missed out that don't play, that don't do sports. So for me to say it's gonna take a village. And that'll just get us back to where we need to be, man, where it's like, oh man, I got this mentor over here. I don't need to go to the streets.
Yeah. I feel it.
Right.
Definitely understand.
That's
that.
true.
Definitely understand that.
That's true.
I mean, so let me ask this, and I don't know if y'all want to touch on this or not, but y'all listen to me though. So, we talk about things that's going on in Knoxville right now. Okay, I'm gonna be politically correct. So we talk about things going on in Knoxville right now. Of course, I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
So how much of this stuff do y'all feel like is the image that people portray, right? Like I'm around kids,
Right.
I'm around the kids. Like I'm around the kids, like for real. So
man, it's great.
So a lot of times, like I was in Chattanooga for 11 years. So if anybody know anything about Chattanooga, it's gang banging like it's LA.
Man,
but you're gonna see your enemy because it's only one mall. It's only one this, it's only one that. Like it's so small. So I'm in tune with kids, and oftentimes what I would see is things happen, and then it's a portrayal of, and I'm sure they just speaking on the kids because they want to say good things about kids, right? Because the killings are senseless and things like that, regardless of what kids are into. But a lot of these kids, y'all, are into things that people don't really know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of them are into a lot of things that if they wasn't doing that, then I hate what's going on, but a lot of different things. So how much do you think like these kids are being exposed to too much, and they had their hands in a lot of things, which is leading to a lot of these different tragedies and things like that?
I think, man, this is just my look on things. I think, man, that kids are lost as far as from a standpoint of who I should be. Like real, what's real and what ain't real.
Yeah.
So now we got this
entertainment and reality.
Right. So now we got this thing where I'm pretty sure y'all saw it where I saw a video the other day where Quando Rondo in the video was kind of like simulating him shooting Lil Durk, right? And just the whole image thing and kind of going in about the whole thing that happened to King Von or whatever. And the first thing I thought is like, wow, like kids gonna see that. And I know of some kids in Knoxville right now who have got their own rap videos. And when I listen to the lyrics, this, that, and the other, and the stuff they saying, bro, now it's to the point to where I'm gonna go out here and do this shit just so I can come back and rap about it and say that I did. So it's like, it's not reality because you're not thinking about the harm you causing and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
That's the image they see everywhere. Like it's cool for everybody to want to be a gangster.
Yeah.
When y'all know, like I know, like you don't want to be no gangster.
Right. Cause when he go down, it's a wrap.
Nah, you don't want to be no gangster, man.
You don't really want to be no gangster.
So, like my thing is like how long are we gonna keep giving people a pass? Where we keep playing both sides of the fence, right? And I'm talking about people like us, right? Like when are we gonna stand up and say, excuse me, Power Four, but when are we gonna say, call it like it is and tell some of our kids, nah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like, all us role models, right? So I think it's important for, like, what do you show the kids? What kind of image are you showing them, man?
Yeah.
And I always try to let kids know, man, it's okay for you to be where you from and talk certain slang and all that kind of stuff, but the world is bigger than that, man. It's other stuff for you to see out here, man. And it's okay. Getting good grades is cool.
Yeah.
Being the guy at school that don't get in trouble, that's fresh because your mama bought you the clothes, bought you some J's or whatever the case because you doing what you supposed to do. That's cool.
But you want me to tell you, but this what I'm saying though. I feel like it go back to the fact that the only thing cool that comes from getting good grades to our kids is sports. That's the only thing that come from that. You feel me? Good grades don't get you no money. Good grades don't get you nothing like that. So when that's what's now we know getting good grades get you money. You know what I'm saying?
But in the long run.
In the long run, but it's instant. We go back, instant gratification. That's what the kids want. It's right now. So nothing right now comes from getting good grades. You see what I'm saying? I've been getting good grades for 11 years. I'm in 11th grade. And what's came from? I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? So how do we, and I think what I was getting at was it goes to the exposure. You know what I'm saying? Actually showing kids when you get good, like these are type of people that you can be around. These are type, you know what I'm saying? It takes us to go give back and be around these kids and say, dang, Coach J cool as hell. Yeah, I went to college. I did what I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? I handle business. So it's cool to get the good grades. I feel like as adults, we often forget that kids these days need to know why. It's okay for kids to know why. This ain't the 60s, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the 70s, 80s. These kids, when they asking why, tell them why. Give them a reason why. This is why you need to do this. Oftentimes, why you asking why? Because I told you to. That ain't it. That ain't it no more. That ain't it no more. That ain't it. You feel me? We got to
want to try it.
Come on, we gotta make sure that we pushing these kids. We giving them the answers they want. We being as real with them as possible. You know what I'm saying? Sharing our lives as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna tell them everything. You feel me? But I'm gonna give you enough for what I feel like what you need. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that that creates those relationships. And what I'm talking about now is just going back and tying, kind of everything that we've been talking about in as far as relationships, as far as giving back, what it's going to take to get us back to where we need to be, all those things. I feel like it's just, getting back to old school in a modern way. Getting back to old school with a modern twist on it by being in tune with the kids, allowing the kids to talk, allowing kids to ask questions, which we couldn't ask questions. Now I said do this, so that's what I said.
Right.
But let them know why. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it.
And one more thing too, to piggyback on that, Chris, man, is here's my model. Here's my model for East Knoxville, right? A lot of people say, man, how's it gonna change? And really, when y'all think about it, it only takes about 5 or 6 real innovative minds.
Yeah.
That's true. I agree with it.
It could be 5 people right now, right? Check this out, all right? Check this out. If 5 people from that area, right, develop themselves to the highest level of whatever they're trying to do. So maybe one person become an architect, maybe one person become a lawyer, maybe one person become a journalist, maybe one person become an actor, maybe another person is in finance, is a finance guy, whatever the case may be. But you get those people together who have power, right? People that can generate money and things of that nature on different levels. So now, could you imagine if we all put our stuff together and we say, you know what, man, we're gonna put this store here in East Knoxville. We're gonna put our money together. We're gonna put all our resources together, and we're gonna build this community center. So what I'm saying is I feel like that area ain't gonna change fully until some people from that area empower themselves and put themselves in position to where they can make that change. You feel me? And it could be, and I'm saying all those things just like you see guys make it to the NBA and the NFL and they come back and they make legitimate changes. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's the biggest thing, man. And when you look at it, I really feel like y'all, we on the cusp of that. With all,
I mean, we right there. We right there.
With all these things going on, I mean, I know for sure from an athletic standpoint, because I'm right there with the kids now, right? And you starting to see kids from Knoxville like Amari Rogers.
Yeah.
Man, y'all, I'm going to his NFL draft party in a couple weeks, and I'm not saying that Amari's gonna come back and change Knoxville by himself.
Right.
But he get to the NFL, do his thing. We get other guys doing their things in other ways, man. They put all that stuff together. I think that's how you change it, because I feel like if all us right now on the phone had our access to $1 million, right? You gonna give back, and where would you probably give back to? What area?
Oh, to the city.
That's where your heart is at. So as long as we inspire the what they say, inspire the minds and the hearts to change the world, right?
Right.
That's what it's got to be on, bro. That's the people that's gonna make the change, in my opinion.
Nah, I'm with you. It's gonna take that. It's gonna take, you know what I'm saying, a band of brothers, you know what I'm saying, to get it together and to actually do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody talk about having money, this, that, and the third. But ain't nothing changing though. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing changing. We still, you know what I'm saying? People, they still gentrifying the community. You know what I'm saying? We still not stopping that. You know, you got a few people that I could speak on, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna speak on them, you know what I'm saying, necessarily, but that's doing this into the real estate now, and it's really giving back to our people, you know what I'm saying, and things like that have changed their situation, you know what I'm saying, was a negative situation at one point and now have been able to, you know what I'm saying,
big thing.
Yeah, doing huge things, you know what I'm saying? And that's people that I know from being a young one, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's not enough though. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough. So like you said, you got those sports guys now, such as the Amari Rogers and things like that, that can, you know, put themselves in position.
Big influence.
They can be big influences, but they gotta actually do something with it though. Like just giving money, like where is this money going? Build something, build a community center, build something that's tangible, something that somebody can hold on to that's really gonna make a change. You know, a community center that got a dance room in it, a gym dance, a
studio,
you know, a little track, you feel me, a studio, you know what I'm saying? A little game room where they developing game, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do these things.
Test the community a little bit more.
You gotta test exactly, but and I'll say it, you got people that can do that, but they all move away and go do it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? To be real.
Hey, it's a lot of people to do that.
Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't have that type of, you know what I'm saying, money and things of that sort, but I know people that do, but they not in the city. You know what I mean? They don't move away from the city and they doing things other places, which is cool. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? But I had said something on Facebook, man, like, it's cool to move away and do big things. You know what I'm saying? That's super cool. But like, don't forget, like, you from the city though. You know what I mean? Like, when you from the city, like, we know you, we know all about you. This where your people at, and people can't call you no more. You know what I'm saying? Things of that sort. Like, people can't call you no more. Like, you that
Don't hit
big.
my number. Don't hit my
Yeah.
number. I don't know. Different numbers. You know what I'm saying?
You know, things of that sort. So I just think that, you know, giving back wherever you are, of course. Like, I'm not in Knoxville, so I'm definitely not even talking about nobody. I'm not in Knoxville, but
Right.
the giving back to me and Pitch talk about a lot of things that me and Pitch got going on, and you know, even though I'm not there, we'll be giving back to the city. You know what I'm saying? Like things like that. So I think that just pouring into our city is real important, man. You know what I'm saying? Because one day I want to one day maybe move back when I get my cho right. You know what I'm saying? And move back
right.
when I can, you know, live in the duck off. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
For sure.
And
Finesse a little something.
maneuver and do things like that. Cause I would love for my seed, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, oh man, that's his son. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing. So regardless, we gotta be them people that give back and put back into the community one seed at a time, man. One seed at a time.
For sure. Chris, you said you had another question for us.
Yeah, man. So I definitely want to get into this because I know as coaches, we have these kinds of debates all the time, man. We got to know. We got to know. The folks want to know, I'm sure, some of y'all outstanding players. Man, give us a little rundown on some of the guys that stood out to y'all, man. I just want to know from my personal opinion. I just want to know what the city hitting for. I mean, is boys out here they getting down with it?
Talking
I
about
mean, are
right
they?
now, Pitch, or you talking about people's
Yeah, I
opinion
mean,
over time?
well, I mean, I would say of the two coaches, the two withstanding
Oh, okay,
coaches,
got
I
you,
would
got you.
say during their tenure, who were some of the guys that really
Man, I
stood
tell you,
out to y'all? And y'all don't have to name no names. I don't want to. I
yeah,
don't want to bring
but
in
I
any
will.
names.
I will name
Just
names, man, because these my guys. You get what I'm saying?
okay,
Like,
okay.
hey, all the kids know they'll tell you, man. Coach Jay will tell you, bro. Like if you ain't right, like I'm gonna tell you in the nasty. I can't even say on camera what I tell them do. So I gotta shout out my crew that's doing it the right way.
Yeah,
Man, let me tell
straight
y'all
up.
something, man. From my time at Vine, I'm gonna tell you, man. AJ Pruitt right now is at Bearden.
They going crazy.
Yeah. AJ Pruitt and Elijah Brentwood, man, are as good as they come.
Crazy.
Like it'll do y'all heart some good when you see that kind of cloth come through. You get what I'm saying? Guys that's doing it the right way and staying out of trouble and stuff like that, man. AJ Pruitt, Elijah Brentwood. And then, man, since I've been here in Knoxville, man, I could just name so many kids from Quez Glover.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Hale, Chase Rodner, Silas Clark. Man, that's what I'm saying. It's some outstanding kids here, bro. And not even from the sports side, all that's good. But these guys, I'm telling y'all about to come back here and make this a better place.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because we got so many kids that's in school doing good things that's gonna make some of themselves. These guys that I've been watching
Switch it up.
since they were 7, 8 years old. I don't know if y'all know Dante Harris.
Yeah.
Dante Harris is a young man that's from right here. He from DC, but he grew up here in Knoxville.
He did to go to Georgetown, right?
Yeah, he at Georgetown, man. And I talked to him the other night, and just to hear what he owned as a young man is like, bro, we straight. When I talked to Quez and I talked to Amari, man, the way them boys' mindset is, man, it'll make y'all boys proud. Like, yeah, they from the town, like they represent us the right way. You feel me? And so you know they gonna be successful, bro. Like I'm not trying to like speak on nobody's life and stuff like that and hype kids up, but they do it the right way. So it's no doubt that in some way they're gonna be successful. So that's what I'm looking forward to, bro. Like I think them some of the kids, and right now I'm gonna say this about the kids that's at Fulton. I'm not gonna name one kid. I'm gonna just say that group of kids, our freshmen, our sophomores, man, they just good kids.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like, bro, we got guys that all right, for instance, we lost a game to Kingston, right? Check this out. No, I'm sorry. We got beat by Alcoa. We got beat bad by Alcoa. I think they beat us by about 17 on the road.
Yeah.
We get back to the school. Guess what my freshmen look at me and say? Hey, coach, can y'all leave the gym open, man? We about to go back up here. And coach, we stayed up at this. We stayed for another hour and a half, and that was the kids wanting to do that. After that, we went on about an 8-game winning streak. You feel
Right.
me?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But yeah,
That's what
but
you
who
need.
you got? Who
Man.
your boys would?
And for me, I say while at Willow Springs, my most consistent player was Taj Kimber. He was my point guard, and he was the rock. I nicknamed him Jimmy Butler, man, because I put him with the second team, and man, the first team would be in trouble because they didn't have a point guard.
Right.
But Ty's just going it next, man. He did everything, man. But I had so much talent at Willow Springs, man. Tyler Lee, Denaj Kimber, my whole starting five, man. My whole starting five was special.
Yo, loaded.
But off the bench, man, I had a shooter, Derek, coming in. I had a 6th grade 6'3" kid, Taj. So
Yeah. Shout out to Taj.
we was loaded, top to bottom.
And I'm gonna say this too, Wood. What's Taj's last name?
Bowers.
Man, Linwood had a kid that's in the 6th grade, y'all. Taj Bowers. If you see him, he gonna be, one
That's
of the
Mills.
Yeah, that's Jamil.
Shout out Mills.
Yeah,
Shout out Mills.
man.
Hey, check
Shout
this
out
out.
Mills.
And no. Hey, listen, shout out Cherish too. Shout out
Oh, yeah,
Cherish.
shout
This is mama, yeah.
Hey,
Shout
listen,
out Cherish.
check this out. I want her to hear this, man. I've never talked to her son, right? I only seen him play basketball, right? And he's a good player. Man, we did this thing on Power Forward where he had to speak about how he met Jordan Bowden. Man, this young man spoke so well. Man, I was excited, bro. Like I was like, man, I gotta go meet this dude. The way he talking, he was so well spoken, man. That again, he was so well spoken. I'm gonna just go ahead and say this: young man gonna be successful.
Yeah,
I could tell. I could tell, man. So
good upbringing.
Shout out to my boy Taj, man. Keep studying and doing what you're doing, bro. We proud of you, man.
I think that at this point, you think about, because now that we've been talking, I talked about, some people that have done their thing. I mean, such as Tony White, you know what I'm saying? Such as Tony White,
shout out T. White.
Like
Shout
people
out Tony
like that.
White.
You know what I'm saying? The Stephen Kites, the different people that was good in sports and things like that have moved away. It seems like that now it's trickling back. I feel like we was those that set the bar. Now these kids are beating our bar for sure. And now they coming back to the city and doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about the like Cher's son, you know what I'm saying? The twins, a couple of I'm sure some people that's a little bit older than them too that's gonna come back. Y'all talking about like Quez Glover, all of those type of kids. I've been gone for a while, so I know those kids, but I don't know those kids. You know what I'm saying? I know they from the city. I know they from the city. I done seen them hoop and play ball and stuff like that. But it's cool that now that generation is gonna be able to come back instead of moving away. I feel like our generation moved away to show like, hey, you can do something.
Right.
We can do it. We can do it.
Now they know they can do something. Now they got the option. Either we don't gotta move away. We gonna do it here now. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's cool how you see the matriculation of the different generations. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's dope, man. I love to see it. Like, I keep up with everything. I ain't in the city, like I say, but I keep up with everything. Trust me with it.
And I'll say this too, man. One thing that I'm big on about every kid that I encounter here, especially, because again, I'm a coach. I'm pushing every kid to get up out of here. Yeah. And not because it's a bad place and I don't want you to be here. I want you to go see something.
Right.
Hey, when I went to college, man, that was the best experience I could have had ever in life, bro. Like I actually wish I would have, my mama would have sent me to California somewhere or something. You get what I'm saying? Nah, because that's how you grow though.
Right.
That's how you grow when you get outside your comfort zone, son, man.
Right.
Or you experience some kind of struggle. You know, I know for sure with Adrian, college made you a man.
Man.
You had to go through some things. You get what I'm saying?
Man.
So, you know, that experience of using your
Good
education, man, and or going through that experience of getting out your comfort zone, man, I think it's big for kids in the city. So I want them to come back, but it's at the same time, like the stuff you're doing right now, I want you to spread your wings and fly and go, and then come back. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. That's my plan, man. You know what I'm saying? I got some big things I'm trying to do, you know what I'm saying, that I'm putting into the atmosphere just as far as with my education, all kind of things, because I know I had the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, go get my doctorate, all type of things like that I'm about to be pursuing, you know what I'm saying, just to show, because I want to be able to show kids like, hey, I mess with kids all the time. I tell them, I'm like, bro, I'm cooler than you, bro. Like, I'm way cooler than you. Like I'm just grown. I can't.
Yeah,
I'm just grown. I'm way cooler than you. Like ever.
They don't be
even
understanding that, bro. They don't be understanding that.
I'm cooler than you or ever would even think to be, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I bet you tell them, man, I'm the coolest counselor you know, bro.
Man, listen, bro. I be in there like, listen.
The coolest motherfucker on the planet.
On the planet.
If you ain't listening to me, man, I be telling them, bro, if you ain't listening to me, I don't know who you gonna listen to, bro. Because I'm keeping it all the way 1,000 with you. Yeah. And on top of that, I care about you. And you know what I'm saying? I understand you. I'm actually using my education. That's why I'm interacting with you, how I'm interacting with you, because I understand. I've watched you, I've paid attention to you and got a vibe for you. So, you know, I just want to be able to go back and show these kids like, hey, you can be an educator, you can be an NBA player. Success is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? I know people that make $45,000 a year and they way happier than folks that I know that make 90 bands a year. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about like never try to. I talk to Pitch and Adrian all the time. Never try to keep up with the Joneses, man. It's all about what you want to do, but figure out what you want to do. Don't follow nobody. Use people's experiences to guide you, but don't follow nobody. Don't follow me. Don't follow Wood. Don't follow Tate. Don't follow none of us. Use our experiences to figure out what's your lane. What's your lane? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on, man. That's really what I'm on.
You got to create your own lane. Hey, man, with that being said, y'all ain't off the hook yet. Hey, man, who is y'all toughest competition, man?
Oh.
I need an individual player. Go Tate. You first.
Ah, damn. Damn, that was a lot.
You must not have been that good if you had a lot of competition.
Nah, we look, hey man, we were just low. I ain't gonna say it was.
I'm just
a lot.
playing. I'm messing with you, bro.
I ain't gonna say it was a lot, but I'd say for sure, T. White for sure.
Yeah.
He I know he would when we played Bearden. I know he was gonna try to go for 30, 40. Yeah, he was gonna try to get to that line. So I say,
he had a point to prove.
Yeah, he had a point to prove every night, no matter who he was playing. And I always know I was the assignment. I either had him or Seal. So most of the time it was T. White. So I would say T. White for sure. T. White I always know he was on go. He was always on go.
I'm gonna do things a little bit different, and I'm gonna call out my own teammate, Isaiah Ray.
Oh,
Isaiah Ray is the best basketball player I've ever played with or against in my life.
Hey, what was it like in practice, bro?
Oh man,
I mean, he was even worse in practice. He was even worse in practice. And let me let you know.
Your team. Practice was like,
you know. Look, I mean, practice was a gauntlet. I mean, because everybody could hoop.
Everybody could play that hoop. Everybody
could play. I mean, it don't matter. It could be the last person on the bench
out and put us in. We
it
just
don't matter.
The starting five.
Hey, I'll tell you this,
good.
Coach Wright, man, he always, you know, he values like all y'all old guys, man. because he's talking to these dudes right now, you know, years and years later, and he'll be bringing up different things. Y'all ain't practicing like this dude or that dude. You know, these guys used to bring it every day. I didn't have to say nothing about this, that, and the other. You know what he told the kids the other day? My bad, my bad, my bad. I'm spoiled.
That's what he
I'm
is. Coach
spoiled.
Rice spoiled.
Hey,
Coach Rice spoiled.
Hey,
Too
real talk.
Spoiled. I'm telling you.
Real
Man,
talk.
them practices used to be.
Ish, man, who was your
Listen,
hold
on,
toughest?
let me hold on, my fault. Let me finish
my
this
bad.
out real quick. So
my fault.
Isaiah Ray, best basketball player I've ever played against. Hands down, I mean, pure jump shot. You got offensive game. I mean, just everything. Everything you
He
ever
was
wanted.
strong too at the time. That's a big difference too.
Strong. He was
strong.
a big body for high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see that very often these days. Like, people who actually play strong. You know what I'm saying? So he was a
Right.
he was a
And
guy
he was
who
strong.
would like use his body, like just really get up in you, use his body. He could shoot the pull-up jumper
Mid-range
was
game was-
perfect.
Man.
Now, I mean, his three ball wasn't his mid-range game was immaculate. We talking about 90% on the three on the mid-range game. Now his three ball game, it was average. I give you his three ball game was average, but he was a motherfucker though.
He gonna
He
come
was
Anything in
for
that
sure a
paint,
motherfucker.
crap.
I mean, if he caught you off the dribble, it was a bucket.
Count
If
it.
if he caught you off the dribble, you might as well count it as a bucket. And like I said, I'm not no I ain't no slouch in terms of defense. My defense was one of the best on the team. I'm talking about like,
but he would give you
Rashawn.
problems.
Yeah, he gave me
Rashawn.
problems every single day. Rashawn
Hey,
Reeves was the
shout
best.
out Rashawn Reeves. Rashawn Reeves won
Shout
the
out
GOAT,
to
man.
Rashawn. He was
Now
the
that's
best
somebody that came in
defender.
at Fulton that played as a freshman that should have been playing as a freshman.
Right.
He was tough.
He was that guy. Rashawn, I give it to him. He was our best defender, but I was number 2 right behind him. And like I said, Isaiah was a problem. he was
problem.
Nothing to be looked over. That motherfucker was a problem. He would give you everything you wanted, bro. He would take you to the cup. He'll pull up on you. He'll drop you off. He dropped me off 100,000 times.
Hey, I definitely done heard that man. I definitely done heard that man name.
Oh yeah, y'all gotta get him on here.
From
Isaiah Ray.
Show.
Definitely. Shout out to my man Isaiah Ray. He's the best. Now, that's what I'm saying. Tony White he's the best basketball product, in my personal opinion, out of Knoxville. Best basketball product, Tony White. Shout out to my guy. But in terms of basketball talent, I'm going to go ahead and give it to my dude, Isaiah Ray. Isaiah Ray, best basketball player in the city.
Ish, who you got?
Man, I got, to be real, I'm going to go to, because, I only played basketball my freshman year.
You could do football, though.
Yeah, I'm doing football. So, honestly, to be real, I'm going to have to say 2 people, okay? 2 people. I'm going to roll with pitch and say one of my own teammates, which was DeMarcus Stevens, Mumu.
Yeah.
Easily one of the best.
Should be in the league, bro.
I'm talking about should be in the league right now.
Should be in the league. Should be playing Sundays.
But he was like a Pierre Paul. You feel me? In high school, you feel me? Like
listen, Pierre Paul.
DN, he run a 4-4. You feel me? We used to hand number 99. We used to hand the ball
he was
off
number 99
and run that. And gonna run a kickoff. Gonna run a kickoff back. He gonna run a kickoff back. All of that. You feel me?
He's doing everything.
He gonna catch the ball. He gonna run a kickoff back, and he gonna smack you. He gonna have 14 tackles every game.
Man, he was a monster.
Was easily, you know what I'm saying? That's easily one. But then, to be honest, I'm gonna have to say Andy McAllister, bro. Andy McAllister was.
Shout out to Mac. Shout out to my guy,
Mac. Sauce.
Andy McAllister was. And I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna do a co. I'm gonna do a co real quick. Andy McAllister first on this cold person because Andy McAllister was everywhere on the field.
Yeah.
Like he was one of them linebackers that, and he talked on the field. See, that was the thing about McAllister. McAllister talked to
knew
you
everything.
on the field like
He knew everything.
he gonna talk. He gonna be in the stands. He gonna say, "Oh yeah, I'm coming right now." You know what I'm saying? He gonna talk to you. So McAllister, but then also I'm gonna have to say, and let me finish this. Let me say Albert Harris, his junior year. I said my junior year. Albert Harris.
Albert Harris Jr.
That's all we heard. Let me tell you. That's all we heard in basketball. I'm talking about basketball and football, though. I'm talking about basketball and football.
Albert
Because
Jr.
That's all we heard all game, Jarrell and Wood. Albert Harris Jr.
Albert Harris Jr. That's it.
That's all you heard. So
oh, go ahead. Let's go ahead and finish.
no, that was it. So them my two. I'm gonna say my own team, DeMarcus Stevens, you know what I'm saying, Moo, and then I played it against like Albert Harris and Junior, and then McAllister for sure.
That's who my second was. It was Albert, because before triple doubles was cool, this nigga was putting up triple doubles,
getting them.
Like
easy.
Bruh,
Like it was nobody did.
After we played Alcoa my junior year, I think they played somebody that particular night. I can't remember who. But like you check the news, this is when everybody checked the newspaper. Bro,
Prep extra.
You have
the prep
20
extra.
points, 15 assists, and 13 boards. And you be like, damn. Like, ain't nobody else in the city doing this. And it wasn't like he was doing it on just certain games. He was doing this every night.
So, man, one thing that got me really excited to have an opportunity to have all y'all brothers on here, man, is that, you know, all y'all are making a difference in your own way. All us are coaches, though, man. You know I had my own path, and Wood, you had yours. But I was just interested, like, to just hear, like, how you kind of, what drew you to coaching, because all y'all play sports, and you probably never imagined yourself as a coach. But how did you find yourself to becoming a coach?
I know for me, man, it really just came from that passion, my passion of working with kids just in general. You know what I'm saying? I never thought, as I said earlier, you know, I'm a school counselor, so I never thought that I would be working in education ever. You know what I'm saying? But my mother is a principal. My mama was a teacher and a principal all her life. So taught at Spring Hill. She was a principal at Bearden Middle. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to Miss Young. Shout out to Miss Young.
my
Lynette Young.
Bird lady, man. So, you know, for me, that's what drew me to coaching, is just knowing that, hey, there's another way I can give back. And of course, you know, I love being around ball. You know what I'm saying? I love being around sports. As an educator, you know, I always find myself, you know, going to the games. I'm always at a basketball game. You feel me? Out here in Nashville, you know, I'm always at a Pearl Cone. You know, so I'm always at a Pearl, a Maplewood. I'm always at where our kids are. You know what I'm saying? I'm always at a game, checking something out, at a football game or something. So when I had the opportunity at Whites Creek to step up and be a football coach, you know, I'm actually the offensive coordinator at Whites Creek right now. Just building a program, basically building a program from ground up, to be honest, ground zero. So that's what really, you know what I'm saying, pushed me into coaching. I had dabbled with Little League, you know what I'm saying, things like that in Chattanooga, and different things. But really getting on that level was, I know it's just another route where I can touch, you know what I'm saying, where I can put my hands on the kid, you know what I'm saying, and try to be that safe space for kids. That's one big thing I try to do, try to be that safe space where they know they can go to. You know, I'm a comfortable person. You know, I relate to you. We can talk, you know what I'm saying? We can talk some shit. You feel me? Or, you know, you got family issues, what you got going on, and that's where my counseling background come in. You know what I'm saying? I'm a great listener, I feel like, you know, and I like to collaborate with kids, you know what I'm saying, to find the space that's good for them. I don't give them the answer. You know what I'm saying? I never give them the answer as a counselor. I never give a kid an answer. I ask open-ended questions, and I just collaborate with you to get you where you need to be, to where you feel like you can go. And then, like I said, those type of things flip me around to like, I got to coach. You know what I'm saying? I was that dude in school. I love sport. You know what I'm saying? So why not? When I had the opportunity, I jumped right on.
For sure.
Tate, before you go, man, I want to shout out Sammy and I want to shout out Maya Moore, man. They doing amazing things.
Man, shout out both of them, man. Amazing kids, great attitudes. You wouldn't believe like the background they come from, just how respectful they are. Like with this being my first year, and obviously they both of them freshmen, so getting them early has definitely been great. But definitely shout out both of them. I talk to them shit daily.
Right.
Daily. But I mean, for the biggest thing, I mean, for me going into coaching, a lot of it came from Jarrell, to be honest with y'all, man. When he moved here, man,
That's crazy.
like for real,
I ain't know that.
Like to keep it a buck, man, a lot of it really did come from you. Just like seeing you work with the kids, like, and you know how many times I went on the road with you up and down to Atlanta when you was coaching my brother and Amari and them when they was young, and Quez too, just being up and down on that road and just seeing the impact that you was making on the kids kind of really drew me in early, because I used to always ask you, like, what can I do to help?
Yeah,
like, I want to come to the tournament. Like, what can I do? Like, I was always kind of like into that type of thing. So, I mean, when the opportunity arose this particular year, and like I said, I went like I was searching for it, and I was wanting to, I always wanted to do it, but I just didn't know, like, man, having the time to do it, who gonna work with me, and just be able to do it consistently. And when Coop and Tyler reached out this year, I was like, you was the first person I called. I was like, hey, what you think? Like, should I do it? You know what I mean? Like, do you think,
But I want to give a shout out, man, while you on that, man, real quick, man. Man, shout out to your wife, bro. Because I know for you, a big thing for you was you was questioning, did you have the time and this, that, and the other. And I think, your wife, gave you not the okay, like, hey, you can do it, but she gave you the push, like, hey, you should do that.
Hey, shout out real quick though. Yeah, shout out to the wives, man. Shout out to my wife as well. Because a lot of people don't realize is how much time goes into coaching. You know what I'm saying? And then with me, just real quick, like I live in Murfreesboro, so I work in Metro Nashville, so I'm driving 45 minutes regardless to work. So, shout out to them wives, man, for taking on that role of, being coaches' wives, because it's definitely a huge commitment. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Right.
So, shout out to them wives, man.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I co-sign that for sure. But yeah, I mean, like I said, man, the biggest thing was, like I said, the time, and then watching you do it and watching you win. How emotional you was about winning.
Right?
Like, you know what I mean? I would come to games and I would see you coach and be like, damn, man, I want to be like Jarrell. Like, I want to be on the sideline yelling at them kids, or just guide them in the right way. So I always had a passion for that, man. And like I said, lo and behold, it drew me there this year. So, man, shout out to all them ladies too. We got a big run coming up too. So shout out to them. We're about to do this shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was me.
Hey, Pitch, before you go, man, I just want you to know, man, your brother said he was a better receiver than you. But
hey, it's all good.
Hey,
listen. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know this right now, bro. If it was, well, I mean, I wanted him to have everything that I ain't never had. You know what I'm saying? So that was my guy.
I love Micah. I love Micah. I love Micah.
Love him, bro.
Love Micah.
He was my first prospect.
Micah, yeah, man. Shout out to Ron Pablo's, man. But Micah is bugging, saying he was better than Pitch.
now this is what I will say. All right, now let me give my brother let me show my brother some love, man.
I'm showing him love too. Some love, man.
Hey, he a different type of receiver than I was. He was a go-getter. I'm the one who makes I'm the guy who makes the game go. You know what I'm saying? But he the one who made the game exciting. You know what I'm saying? He was the one who was catching the big boy touchdowns, you know what I'm saying? The high rise touchdowns. He going up to get it up here. You know what I'm saying? That catch right there, this one right here. He doing all the exciting stuff, man. I was the guy. Yeah, I was the guy who was just making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really the one who was just on the field making making things work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a shut him out and give him some love. He was the guy. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely a guy. He was a receiver that was unlike any other. He was one of them big boy go get it type guys, and I appreciate that, and I can respect that. That was not my game. My game was I'm the middle guy. You know what I'm
What
saying? The
pushed you
in
on?
between.
What pushed you? What made you go to coaching though, Pitch? Especially knowing that you went to Austin East, man.
Well,
Oh yeah, for
for
sure.
me, in terms of coaching, I'm a guy who likes to. I'm a guy who likes to feed into his other brothers. You know what I'm saying? There was a guy who reached out to me on the coaching tip, Jeff Phillips. Shout out to my
Shout out
guy
Jay
Jeff Phillips.
Phil.
Shout out
You know what I
Jeff.
mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, he was a guy who believed in me. He was a guy who trusted me with his receivers, and he said, "Listen, bro, if you can teach me how to play receiver, then you can teach these kids how to play receiver." You know what I'm saying? And it was something that was born and bred in me. That's something that I've always done. That's something who I've always believed who I am. And I appreciate that, and I appreciate the opportunity to have the chance to feed into these young dudes the ability to be able to go out there and do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself, believe in who you are as a player. And, that's big for me. Just the confidence and the believability that you can actually go out there and do. So Jeff was one person who fed into me. He gave me the confidence that I needed to be able to feed into the kids. And that's just kind of that's what I did. You know what I mean? So I always try to pass just a little bit of the game that I understood and I knew from the things that I learned. I tried to pass it on to the next group of kids. You know what I'm saying? Just bring it up to these guys that deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So that's who I was, and that's what I did. That's the reason why I believe in what I believe in. That's the reason why I did the way I did it. So Jeff was a big influence on that, and just really wanting to make the guys, a better player. If it was just one person who took hold of what I was teaching them, and you know what I'm saying, just trying to help them get to the next level, trying to help them get to the NFL level, college level. That's what I did. So that what I mean, I appreciate the opportunity to be able to feed into the young guys and just carry on the legacy. That's really
Yeah,
what I did it for.
for sure, for sure. Wood, what brought you into it?
Man, in the coaching,
Yeah.
man, I just felt like I had so much more to give back, man. My player days was cut short due to injury. So, man, I just felt like I had so much more to give, man. And hell, Howard and Jazz was right there, like, hey, come on. Shit, I
Right.
was like, all right, here I come.
Right.
Right. Man,
I can get that.
I was, with Wood, man, when I moved to Knoxville, Wood was I think you was in high school, right, Wood?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wood was in high school, and man, he did his, once he got out of high school, I remember talking to him saying, bruh, make sure you do these things right here when you go to college. You know what I'm saying? Don't take the path. Here's some of the mistakes I made. Make sure you get out of there and come back. Man, he was back so fast. I couldn't
Right.
believe it. Hey, and then before I know it, he coaching and all that, man. So I just wanted to say, bro, like as a big brother, as an older brother, man, I was proud of you, bro, for the path that you took. You know what I'm saying? To get there and you got there quick. You know what I'm saying? You didn't wait around. I know with me,
Appreciate
man. For me, what led me to coaching, it was crazy, man. Hey, it saved my life, y'all. It literally saved my life, bro. I was this dude I used to be a different dude, man.
Hey Jarrell. I think that's one thing where me and you got a lot of commonalities. But go ahead, big dog.
Yeah, like I used to be a different dude. You know what I'm saying? Adrian, he know how I used to be going down. He come to Atlanta. Hey, he probably used to be nervous around some of that stuff I have him around. But man. But I was at a point in my life where I didn't have a direction, right? So I was trying to figure things out, and literally, God sent me somebody, man, that said, "Ask me, did I want to coach? Just coach like YMCA, a little YMCA team or something.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I'll do it. And bruh, when I say I fell in love with it, man, I fell in love with it. I started eating, sleeping, drinking that. You know what I'm saying? And I think what we talked about in another podcast, what it did for me was it started making me question myself and the things that I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People I was around and what was important.
It held you accountable.
Oh yeah. I always tell I'm gonna say this on camera, man. Kids like Amari, Quez, DJ Mitchell, I Shine Hard and all them boys.
Man.
Look, me, Kai, Xavion Dobson, all them my babies, man. But look, bro, you know what? Cause I was young when I used to be riding around lines there with them. Yeah. Bro, them kids made me a better man. Them kids made me a better man because the stuff that I gave them, with them having success, that made people look at me differently. Yeah. And I wouldn't have the reputation that I have around town, and I probably wouldn't even be at Fulton if it wasn't for the sacrifices that some of them kids made for me. Yeah. You feel me? Right. So the way that I got into coaching, man, it was just God. And just go further with it. Y'all know me personally. You know my wife, you know how my wife is within sports and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of like basketball brought me everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Coaching.
It really did, man. It really did, man.
Coaching brought me everything, man. The relationships that I have, man, I got people that treat me like family that I know because I started coaching. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got families that have invested in me when nobody else would. You feel what I'm saying? So I just want to tell y'all, because I think I'm the oldest person on here, man, is like, I know all y'all got into it for good reasons, but keep going, because the riches in it is the relationships, the lives you gonna change, bro. I had a cool thing happen. We was able to go to Linwood's wedding. Linwood just got married not too long ago.
Yeah. Right.
And the people that spoke at his wedding was Jazz and Howard, was guys that met him when he was a young jit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they still there with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Like, it's gonna be some guys 10 years from now, or some young ladies that invite you to their wedding or invite you to their graduation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the big part. So, man, make sure y'all boys keep pushing and making a difference wherever you at. That's kind of my individual challenge for everybody is like, how many lives can you change, or how many people can you affect each day? Yeah. Try to forget about yourself and try to focus on everybody else. And if we all do that, man, we'll be good.
And that's been the biggest thing for me. Like this year, like, I mean, me coming in, especially coaching girls, I ain't never coached girls before. I ain't never actually coached boys before either. So I was just like, going into this year was going to be different. Like, you dealing with different mindsets and how people take it seriously, or whatever the case may be. But just building those relationships, man, is the biggest thing. I got girls now that they text me, be like, if I ain't at practice on time, where you at? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why ain't you here? Like, we here, why, you know, what's going on? So it's like, man, building those relationships has been the biggest things that I cherish the most, outside of winning games and all the other stuff that come with that, the accolades, that type of things. But like, just building those relationships, man, it's key. And that's probably one of the most reasons I enjoy it. We could be 0-20, but the relationships that I built with the girls, you can't replace that.
Stop. No, we can't be 0-20.
That's all I'm about to say. Adrian,
did, man. Hey,
Adrian is lying.
If we was, man,
no,
Adrian.
Yeah. Adrian, look, let me tell you this. I loved all my boys at Vine. That first year, what I tell you, we went 3-22 or something like that. Hey, Ish, I'll never forget. And they can tell you this. So it's the playoffs, lose or go home, win or go home. I had some 8th graders, and they did the best they could for them. We just didn't have a good year that year. But anyway, they played the first half and they weren't doing nothing. We out there getting smacked, right? So they get ready to come out there the second half like they about to play. I said, where y'all going? Where you going? Sit down, man. It's over, man. It's a wrap. You gonna watch these sixth graders play. I'm done with y'all. Hey, look, Ish, I love y'all as kids, but as far as this basketball thing, your services are no longer needed at Vine. It's done.
It's over
with. 3 and 23. Sit down. Future.
You've been
They
living
thought they was about to get back in.
You've been living all season, man. Kids play, man. But that's what I say, man. Like, I love the relationship part of it all, man.
Yeah,
like,
I do.
The kids is what make it go. I mean, we messing with Adrian with, you know what I'm saying? Now I don't know about no losing all those games and being cool, but
I would say it'd be cool, but
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying though. Like, it's the relationships. It's kids that, you know what I'm saying? I could send y'all, like, I got a Facebook message from a kid that I had at Brainerd High School when I was in chat. A kid just telling me, like, man, Coach Young, like, I'm so blessed now. And he's in the Navy. He living in Houston, Texas now. And I'm talking like, this is like I said, I spoke about chat earlier. Like, these kids is really gang banging and really, kids is really killing each other, like, seriously. So, I mean, I've had 10 kids that I know from Chattanooga that have been killed over the years. But anyway, so he sent me a message just like, hey, I appreciate how much you poured into me. You saw something in me that I didn't see, and I'm really just now seeing it. But I appreciate you seeing that in me and everything that you told me, because you was right. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things that keep you going. When it's them kids, like when it's them kids that go that extra mile to send you a message. Like, I ain't talked to this dude. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talked to him at all. But you hit me up and you telling me
he saw it. Yeah.
that I had this much impact on you. You know what I'm saying? Just to go back to Jarrell saying, kids gonna invite us to they marriages, to their weddings,
graduations,
to I completed this, or I got this certificate, or whether they invite you or not, but just shoot you a text. Hey, I did this. Hey, I'm having a baby. You know what I'm saying? I had one of my young ladies from chat hit me up the other day. She just graduated from UT Knox. She hit me up, was like, she having a little girl, like, she been with her, you know what I'm saying? She got a little dude, they about to get married. Like, it's just cool to see it. And that's what we got to continue to do it for. Because I know me as a coach, it's days where I'm like, look, I don't know what I bit, you know what I'm saying? I might have bit off too much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
too much dip for the chip, boy. That's too much dip.
Hey, I got too much dip on my chip, Pitch. You know what I'm saying?
Too much dip on the chip, Jack.
That's for sure.
Especially with this whole, you know what I'm saying? I'm in this situation where I'm basically ground zero building a program. Like, I'm OC. I'm out here real life OC, like, for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it give you a different it holds you accountable, like Linwood said earlier. It holds you accountable. You think about, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? I can't be doing this. My kids, you know what I'm saying? Those type of things.
Right.
Yeah, and then they everywhere. They see you everywhere. So you better not be too lit nowhere, dude. That's crazy. Because your kid, mama, or so-and-so might pop up out of nowhere.
Right. Out of nowhere.
And you
want like that.
And you want to be right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. You want to be right. Like, we joke about it, but
because you want the kids to see you in a certain light, man.
Exactly.
You want
for sure.
Them to see you in the light where they can respect you, where they can respect you. Hey, I'm gonna be cool with you, this, that, and the other, but I want you to respect me, because the one thing, man, here's the one thing too, man, that I think some adults miss out on, man. Man, you can't lie to these kids, man.
Yeah. Right.
And that go on a bunch of different levels.
Man, that's a whole nother podcast, man.
Right, it is. But man, just keep it a buck with these kids, man.
That's real.
Keep it a buck with them.
They need it. They need it.
Tell them the truth. Don't sugarcoat stuff. And then lastly, don't have them thinking that they better than what they are. And everybody need confidence and all that. But make sure they humble. Yeah, and that's the one thing that I think all us, our generation is a little bit different because, you know, you had that mama to tell you, shut up, don't worry about it with no explanation.
That's it.
You remember this? All y'all remember this, yo. You remember something would happen and an adult would do something to you and you'll get that little warm feeling in your chest. And you just gotta turn around and do whatever, you know what I mean? That's being humble, man.
Yeah, right. About that. Hey, but before we get off here, man, I got one more question to ask y'all. You got a 3-way call with 2 people, dead or alive. Who is on that call? You don't even gotta go into why, but who is on that call? Take you first, bro.
Damn, dead or alive?
I got mine.
Shit, I'm a T.I. fan. I'm calling Tip.
Well, you gonna get fired for this one.
I knew he was gonna say Tip.
Man, probably my mama, for sure.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Hold on, are we talking like dead or alive? Like
he said
celebrities,
yeah.
celebrities, or like anybody? Oh, that's hard, Wood. That's hard.
Right, that's a hard one, bro.
You're mixing up too many genres, man.
Hey, man. Well, let's go with celebrities then.
Okay.
Celebrities, I'm gonna say.
And so, celebrity, Adrian. Hold on, celebrity. This can be like a. Is this idea? Can it be like? I mean, a public figure, like somebody want to say Martin Luther King, something like that, like anything. Okay. Yeah.
Bet. That's tough.
That's tough.
I give.
I'm gonna say Malcolm X because I want to hear what he got to say.
Malcolm.
Hey
man, Malcolm.
And probably
on together, man. There's gonna be a lot of big words thrown around.
T.I. and Malcolm,
yeah, but cancel T.I. I'm gonna say Malcolm X, and to keep it a buck, I want to say my dad's dad, just because I never met him, so I'm gonna say him for sure.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Ish, go ahead.
Damn, that's a good one, man.
I'm gonna go with. I gotta have Big in there. I gotta have Biggie Smalls. I gotta talk to him. Have a little conversation. In my personal opinion, he's the best rapper of all time. So I'm gonna go ahead and holler at Biggie. And then if I'm going one extra person, let's see. There's one more person. I would say somebody like sheesh, this is tough.
One other one, Pitch.
The other one is tough, bro. That other one's tough. Let's see.
To come back to you, boy.
Yeah, you might have to come back to me on the extra. I mean, like
hey.
Biggie Smalls is definitely one. I don't know who the second person would be, but Biggie Smalls is I give you that. That's what I can give you.
Who is your one again, Chris?
Biggie. I just want to hear what he got to say. I got to. I gotta hear. I mean, it's Biggie Smalls, bro. Like, I mean, like life was different in the '90s, man. Come on, man. Y'all know '90s living was that was where we was at. Like we was ready in there. We was out there. If I had to give one more, I don't know. It's a tough one. That's a tough one.
So come back to you then.
We're gonna come
back, man. Come back, man. Come back.
Me, man, for sure. For me, for sure. I'm gonna have on a 3-way call. That's 2 people. So on a 3-way call, man, I'm gonna probably have to have my boy. Honestly, I'm probably have to have Ken Griffey Jr. on there because that's my guy. Ken Griffey. Yeah. I feel like easily he doesn't get talked about a lot. He's easily one of the best athletes ever.
Of all time.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna probably say him, and then I'm gonna probably say Hank Aaron, right? I'm gonna say Hank Aaron just because I can get a sports vibe, but I can also get life and times during those times. You feel what I'm saying? The history. So I can get a double dose. You know what I'm saying?
I did that.
So that's what I would say right there. Them the two I would say. Hey, can I ask a question for the podcast real quick? We got 9 minutes. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, real quick. So if y'all could have one person play, if you was in a movie and had a person playing your life, who would it be?
Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, okay. Pitt said Boseman. Okay.
He gonna put me on
Rest
the
in
spot
peace.
with that one.
Rest in peace to my man.
I was ready to answer the last question.
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead. No, it's good. Look.
My bad.
Oh,
but I know. Well,
hey, I'll give you. I'll let the world laugh. I'll let the world laugh, man. Hey, check it out. So if they had to pick, hey, we're ready.
Yeah,
it's gonna be between two people, man. This is gonna be crazy. So these people aren't actors, but they could be picked to act as me.
Oh shit.
Feel me? You ready, Adrian?
Yeah.
Cause I always get the jokes, you know what I'm saying? People always come at me with the jokes. So I guess you would have to get Lloyd Banks or fucking or damn who else?
That nigga said Lloyd Banks, yep.
What's the other dude? Who else I gonna say? Oh nah, people like telling me I look like LeBron sometimes, man. I know that's what I'm saying, bro.
LeBron.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Hey, for real, I got you.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Hey, man.
Hey,
LeBron James.
Hey, I will have that it's an actor, man. I will have my boy Wood Harris play me. You know Wood Harris.
Hey, Wood, yeah. That's Avon Barksdale. That's Avon Barksdale. Yeah,
I forgot about him.
That's my dude.
I have Avon. I have my boy Avon play me, man, for sure.
I can fuck with that.
Who you got, Wood?
Man, I gotta go with Will Smith, man.
I knew he was. I knew he was gonna say Will Smith.
I'm going Chadwick, but I feel comfortable with Chadwick Boseman.
I like Chad. Oh, that's a good one, Pitch.
It's a good one. That's a real.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, you gotta let me answer this.
My bad. Yeah, go ahead.
On my 3-way call, man, I gotta talk to my boy Cole, man.
Oh,
J. Cole.
I ain't even think about that.
Cole. I gotta talk to Cole. And then, man, my other one, man, because Linwood, I'm the type, I'm going to stand up for what's right. I'm going to make some noise. I'm going to rattle the room. You feel me? I'm the type, I like to mess with people when it ain't right.
Right.
But I got to have Muhammad Ali, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that dude, right? That's that dude that stood up.
Ain't going to rattle the cage.
I would have loved to tap into his mind. Like, yeah, Young Cassius. You know what I'm saying? Tap into his mind.
Who you got, Wood?
Man, my two, and for me, it's easy. It would be Jay-Z and Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say Jay-Z for sure. I definitely want to talk to Jay-Z.
R.I.P. to the great, to the Nipsey the great.
Nipsey the great.
Yeah.
Nipsey the GOAT.
Them definitely my two, man. But, hey, Jay.
What's up, man?
It's been another great one, man.
Man, look here, man. Hey, power forward. I'm telling y'all, man, we might have to break this down into part 1 and part 2.
Man, you better have to break it down, bro.
For sure, man. It's been hey, man, we really appreciate y'all boys, man.
Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all, man, and the time.
Hey.
Yeah,
definitely appreciate y'all having us, man. Most definitely appreciate y'all having us on the podcast, man. This is an honor and a privilege.
Hey, for sure,
y'all
man.
boys doing great things, doing big things, and we appreciate y'all having us on here.
Hey, Jay. Episode 20, man. We had to hit 20 with a bang, man, and this was the bang.
This was the bang, baby. Hey, Fulton family, man, we show our love. Hey, hopefully, man, we can make y'all boys proud. Make sure y'all keep keeping up with us, man. Another thing, too, man, to all our Power Forward family that's watching this episode, make sure y'all subscribe to our channel. Make sure y'all like the video, comment. And then another thing, man, share our information because a lot of people might not be aware of what we doing, man. We highlight people in East Tennessee, people that come from Knoxville, man. So make sure y'all share the information about Power Forward.
Another thing, by the time this episode dropped, man, we should be on Spotify, Podcast, Apple, and all those platforms, man.
Oh, yeah, we need that.
Check us out.
Need that. It's going up.
Man, Power Forward, man. We appreciate it, man, for sure.
Shout out to the city, man.
Shout out to the city, for real.
To the K. To the K.
Appreciate y'all, boy.
All right, now.
Most definitely. Appreciate y'all having us.
All right, bro.